sportszone.com. We got the cameras rolling. You can see Jason and I's ugly mugs as you listen to the broadcast. You can also catch Camdenton Laker football on mosportszone.com, as well as on our sister station Mix 92.7. They play host to West Plains. The Tipton Cardinals, they suffered their first loss of the season, but I did a little investigating on that. They are a Class 1 football team, being Tipton. They lost to a very good Class 3 school by a mere 2 points, being, I don't know what it is, Apple Orchard.
Orchard Farm.
Oh, that's Orchard Farm. Yeah, Granny Smith Apples beat them by 2 points last week. But this week they're playing host to Wellington Napoleon. Now, we saw that matchup in girls basketball a few years ago in sectionals, and, well, Tipton probably hoping it goes the same way tonight.
Sure.
And then Scotland County is at Russellville. Tomorrow we've got Mizzou. My goodness, Jason, how about that thicker kicker? That boy.
That's something.
I mean, 61. I love the fact that it's an SEC record, but not a Mizzou record.
Not a Mizzou record. No, that was cool. Mizzou, they kind of needed a little excitement. They've been doing good, but, I mean, they needed something like that. And that's the first time you've seen the field get stormed in a while, I guarantee you that.
It was fantastic to see, but tonight we could have another barn burner as well, Hallsville and Eldon. Hallsville, a team that knows how to put points up. They come into this one with a record of 3-1. They opened the season with a win at Palmyra, 46-6. They then fell to Centralia, 65-36. Centralia, though, a bigger school, always very good. Boonville, 2 weeks ago, they had a shootout with Boonville, 52-50. They walked away victorious in that one. It was just a couple of years ago, those two were actually playing for the Tri-County Championship. Yeah. And then last week, they had a win at Grandview Hillsboro, 42-7. So you figure even in their worst game, they put up 36 points. This is a Hallsville squad that knows how to score and knows how to score quickly. How important with Eldon's play style is it for the Mustangs to get on the board first?
Eldon's, they're a running team. They don't hide that. They have a great offensive line. They got some great running backs. And the more that offense is out there grinding out 3, 4, 5 yards each play, you're running that clock, and you're keeping that Hallsville offense off the field. It's going to be hard to score 50 if you only get about 1 or maybe 2 possessions each quarter.
Now, Eldon, no stranger to putting points up in their own right. They opened up the season with a win over Fulton. They put 60 on the board on Fulton in that one. They then turned around and lost to Owensville, a game that could have easily gone either way. They lost 31-35, and that's when they got the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line we saw. So Eldon could easily be coming into this game 3-1 instead of 2-2. They then won at Gateway 52-0 and lost last week in their Tri-County opener with School of the Osage 37-12, which really seems like an anomaly to me. And when I asked Coach Holtz about it, and I got to speak with Coach Davis for the game, we'll hear from him in just a few. I asked, what happened against School of the Osage? And his honest answer was, we weren't ready. We didn't show up.
Well, the Osage is the one game that I would be always afraid of if I'm Eldon, because that's your rival. That's a blood rival game. And you can throw all the records out. You can throw everything out that you're doing. You never know how one of those games are going to go. And sometimes the players, I've seen it different ways. I don't know if that was a homecoming game for Eldon. I don't know. But I guarantee there was a lot of emphasis in the hallways all week long about Osage. Sometimes those rival games can kind of become distracting.
Yeah.
Because you want it so bad, and you want to, both schools really want to beat each other convincingly. So I look at that score, I think the Eldon team that you see on the scores before that Osage game is the true Eldon, in my opinion. Those rival games, man, nothing makes sense on those.
Well, the nice thing for Eldon, despite being 2-2 with a very close loss that could have made them 3-1, they are sitting second in their district standing right now. Number 1 seed in the district, as it sits, is a very talented Ava squad. I mean, they are 4-0. They put up 48.83 points. Eldon in second place at 2-2 with 38.9 points. They've got a nice gap over third place Mountain Grove, who also, there are 4 teams in the district right now at 2-2. Mountain Grove at 2-2. They only have 31.25 points. So, that's a 7-point lead. If you could get a win tonight, that would really increase that gap. And you figure it's a 17 district, so the 1 seed is going to get a first-round bye. So Eldon right now sitting in the position of being the highest seed to play in that opening round. You could have a home football game against the lowest remaining district seed. That's huge in districts.
Oh, it's huge, especially with the crowd Eldon brings in. That's a huge advantage right there.
So see if Eldon can get some more points and maintain that. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to catch up with defensive coordinator Coach Davis and talk about the Eldon Mustangs. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. When your home or business is ready for a roof or repair, depend on Danner Roofing and Construction. 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
The goal of the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles is to make sure you feel your best and stay that way. A few of the public health and community services available at the Morgan County Health Center include CPR and first aid training, food safety classes, educational materials and classes promoting healthy lifestyles and activities, children and adult immunizations, and nutrition for expectant mothers and young children through the WIC program. For more information, follow the Morgan County Health Center on Facebook or call 378-5438. The Morgan County Health Center at 104 West Lafayette in Versailles, connecting the community to healthy choices.
And we're back here with the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show on KS95 Sports. I'm Colton Taylor, Coach Jason Vansel with me. We've got Aiden on the camera, and of course Mark Sidebottom back at the studio. Now, before each game, we like to go ahead and sit down with the head coach of each team and talk about the teams coming into tonight's game. And tonight's coach's interview brought to you by Dunn & Associates Realty, powered by eXp. Tonight, a little different situation. We weren't able to catch up with Chad Holt, Coach Holt, a little under the weather tonight. Yes, he's going to wind up on our injury report tonight, but luckily, defensive coordinator Coach Davis stepped in, and I was able to ask him how the Mustangs look going into tonight's game.
Tonight, we're joined by the defensive coordinator, Coach Davis of the Eldon Mustangs. Coach Davis, how's the team look going into tonight's matchup?
Not too bad. We've got a few injuries. It's going to keep a player or two out, but other than that, for this time of year, going through 4 pretty tough games, we're as healthy as can be expected.
Now, a tough loss last week to a conference foe. How does that affect your boys? Do they come out a little more motivated this week, ready for Hallsville?
Well, I hope so. We sat down and talked with them on Monday about attitudes, about just playing through adversity and not letting the little things get to us. And you just got to keep fighting and scratching. If you get down a touchdown or 2, right, it's not time to give up. It's time to work harder and play harder and try and get some scores back.
Now, what do you know about Hallsville going into tonight's matchup?
Very explosive offense. They have put up a lot of points this year, got a really, really good quarterback that I know that's set their school single game passing record for yards twice this year. 4 really good wide receivers, a speedy running back. So they're going to give us a challenge to keep them under control.
To get a Mustangs win tonight, what are we going to have to see out of your squad?
Our offense got to stay on the field. We're going to have extended drives, control that clock, and limit Hallsville's opportunities.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was defensive coordinator of the Eldon Mustangs, Coach Davis, with our Dunn & Associates Realty, powered by eXp Coach's interview. And Coach Davis pointed out a couple things to me when I talked to him before the game, and one of them is going to show up here on our injury report, brought to you by Lake Regional. A couple names on the injury report. One that stands out is Tevin Eldridge. He is going to be injured tonight, the senior tight end, not able to get start for the Mustangs. So we're going to have a little mix-up here. Instead, they are taking one of the senior O-linemen, 6'2", 207. That's going to be VJ Jones. They're going to move him to tight end, have to change the jersey number and everything. But, I mean, that's 6'2" and 207 running tight end.
He looks like a big old tight end.
Yeah, honestly. And
big and athletic.
The other injury report on the Lake Regional injury report is going to be Devin Hardy. He was a game-time decision. We'll find out if Devin's going to be out there. I know his ankle's been bothering him. I'd heard they may try to tape it up and let Devin go. Devin at safety for this team is huge. He's been a return man for him. And no bigger than he is, 150 pounds out there, like 5'6". He hits like a Mack truck.
Yeah, he plays way bigger in his size. I can't really see them numbers very good on Eldon's jerseys, but I'll bet you there's a number 2 out there. I'll just bet you.
I would say so. I do see a kid being taped up on the sidelines right now, and I gotta wonder if that's Mr. Hardy.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
It looks like him, and once again, from what I've seen out of Devin, I feel like he's probably one of those kids that, all right, coach, tape me up, put me in, let's do this.
Yeah, that trainer has no power over him, I guarantee you. He's a hard-nosed kid. He's not going to miss this game.
This is going to be an absolute battle. Two completely different styles colliding here tonight. Hallsville, they're fast, they're athletic, they want to get up and down the field, they want to throw that football. I mean, they come in once again with a quarterback who was injured last year, number 1, Braden Matheny. He is a junior, 5'11", 190. Cannon for an arm, not once but twice this season. He has broken the school single-game passing record. And then on the other side, you have the Eldon Mustangs, who if they throw 5 passes tonight, we're all going to be stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, Eldon's the only team I've seen. It looks like the NFL in the 1950s. Like, I wait for Hess to literally yell at you guys, we're going up the middle, stop it if you can.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a collision of opposites tonight.
Yeah, if Eldon can keep their offense on the field, not only does that run the clock and shorten the game, but, man, that for Hallsville's offense, that just throws you totally out of your timing because you're not out there getting those snaps, getting that rhythm going, and you're just standing on the sideline watching it. And if you're Eldon, man, that's the key to the game, I would think, and keep my offense out there. You don't need big plays. 3, 4, 5 yards of play. Just pop it, here and there. Get a big one every once in a while. Throw a pass in. But just stay on that field and just keep marching and wearing that defense out.
Jason, we always wind up on tangents about other things. And the most comparative thing I can see here is I just finished that Lakers-Celtics series I was watching. And it got to the collision where they met in the finals for the first time. And game 1, the Lakers used their run-and-gun style, and Boston did send a prayer. In the Garden, I mean, the Lakers just ran them up and down the floor. Well, game 2 came, and at one point it shows Larry Bird yelling at Kevin McHale because there was a 2-on-1 against McHale, and he allowed the layup. And Larry said, what was that? McHale goes, it was 2-on-1. Larry said, yeah, so one of those guys should be laying on the floor right now. And the next fast break was the infamous play where Kurt Rambis got clotheslined by Kevin McHale.
I remember that when I was a kid, man. That was prime time basketball in those days.
Well, and Larry kind of, for the show, of course, looks at the camera and goes, we got him. Because they changed the game. They made it physical. They made it nasty. They made it what the Lakers did not want to do. And I got to wonder, if you're the Mustangs, is that what you want to do tonight? I'm not saying clothesline somebody, but I'm saying, do you want to go out there and make this physical and nasty in a battle in the trenches?
You like to throw and do all the finesse stuff. What counters that is just hitting you in the mouth.
Honestly.
And that's what Eldon's designed for. I mean, their line coach, Kelling, once again, I know I brought him up before. He does a great job. I've worked with that dude with line stuff before. And his offensive line is great, man. He got great guards, great tackles, and they can ground and pound this thing and punch you right in the mouth and keep you out of your rhythm.
And the offensive line is going to look a little bit different tonight, a little bit of a lineup change. They've had to move a few people around. But we are going to, there's some beef on this Eldon line. You look at Eric Krantz, the junior, 6'1" and 230.
Oh, yeah.
Number 57, Zach DeVole. He is 220 at 5'8". Then you've got 66, Ethan Miller, senior, 210. Smallest member of the O-line, 67, Judd Salmon, 6'4" and 285. And then, of course, number 68, James Phillips, 6 foot and 210. So,
And guys that can move.
Yeah.
We're not talking just big, just lazy linemen, like in the old days. These are kids that can move, man. They can get up the field, block.
We're going to go ahead and make a switch here. Aiden, if we could get a camera on the coin toss as it's coming up, we'll go ahead and get an eye on that as they're going to meet in the middle of the field here in just a second. And that coin toss, by the way, going to be brought to you by our friends at Danner Roofing and Construction. First possession of this game could be huge for either team. You want to start strong, start early. Another thing that Coach emphasized to me outside of the interview last week against Osage, they had 4 turnovers. You can't turn the ball over that much with this style of play.
No, you can't, because that you turn the ball over, that's 4 lost drives, and Eldon drives usually take a while. So that kills you right there.
It absolutely does. And don't get me wrong, you don't mind the drive taking a while. If you're Eldon, it took us 8 minutes to march down the field. We averaged 4.5 yards per carry. Cool, let's do it again.
It's great when you're up on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
If you're down, that becomes your Achilles heel.
I couldn't agree more. And we were actually talking at work. The Chiefs this year look a little bit different. They're not putting up points 35 a game right now. And don't get me wrong, I think they're going to figure it out. I heard a stat this morning that said Kansas City has already thrown a pass to 14 different receivers, 15 if you count our left tackle.
Sure.
And that's insane to me. It's not going to continue that way. We're suiting up 7 wide receivers every game. I think they will narrow it down to the ones you trust. I would love to see Isaiah Pacheco become the man at some point in time. Last week was the first time I saw the Chiefs on 3rd and 1 in a long time just go, you know what, we've got the best interior 3 in football. Why don't we follow them up the middle and get a yard?
Yeah. Kansas City will be all right. They're winning. They're just learning to win differently right now.
I should have paid closer attention. Did you see who won that toss?
I'm not sure who won it.
Well, either way, that was the...
And I was looking right at it, and I didn't even notice.
That's terrible. That coin toss brought to you by our friends at Danner Roofing and Construction. Somebody won the toss and is going to get the ball first.
Hallsville will be receiving, but I don't know if they won it. They may have.
Eldon
may have won and may have deferred. So.
And that can be huge with Eldon's style.
And I'm going to guess that's probably what they did, but I don't want to. Don't put me in a quote there.
No, I think that very well could be. So we will get to first quarter action in just a moment. You're listening to tonight's broadcast, KTKS for Sales, Eldon, Lake of the Ozarks. We are on 95.1 FM. You can listen to us online at lakeradio.com, and we are streaming live at mosportszone.com, video and audio. Just go to the website. There will be a link there that says Eldon and Hallsville. You click on it, and boom, we'll have video coverage of the game right there with our radio audio laid right over top. But we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back with the first quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, this is Greg at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach. It's time for you hunters, ranchers, farmers, and outdoor enthusiasts to plan your time off the grid. Surdyke Yamaha has over 200 dirt bikes, motorcycles, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides coming in now. There has never been a better time to take you and your family outside deep in the Ozark Forest to find your secluded spot. Beat next year price increases and find your perfect Yamaha, KTM, or CF Moto today. There are many positions open at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach. We need mechanics, we need sales guys, parts guys, dock girls. We need it all. Come see us today and join the winning team at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach.
And we're about ready for the first quarter to get underway. The Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter here on this Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC broadcast. Yes, this is Friday Night Lights, KS95 Sports. Eldon and Hallsville. Eldon will kick off to start this game. Two Tri-County foes. Eldon at 2-2. Hallsville with a record of 3-1. Kick is up, and we are underway. Hallsville not going to get a look at this one, and that is not how you want to start the game for the Mustangs.
No.
The kick out of bounds at the 30, and the yellow hanky comes out with it.
Going to have to play some defense.
So that will move Hallsville up to some pretty good starting position, which they don't need help getting up the field. They do that very, very well.
No, I'd be looking for him right out of the gate to take a shot. Set the tone of this game early.
Yeah, Hallsville has a lot of size on their roster as well. I mean, just looking at the quarterback.
That's a big old line, isn't it? My Lord.
Yeah, they've got a little beef on their O-line as well. I mean, they've got 260 down there, and number 66, Tyson Perigo.
Yeah. Lean and mean looking 262.
But Eldon's front three going to have to be strong, but out of the shotgun for them is Braden Matheny. He's going to take the snap, drops back. Hallsville going to throw on the first. They want to go with the long ball, taking their shot up the middle, caught in strike, but what a breakup. Saving the play for the Mustangs. That was Zach Smithson.
I'm not surprised by that. That seems like something you'd want to do to come out and let Eldon know real quick what you're going to do. So.
Eldon only sending 3 there. They had good coverage, though. Zach Smithson just saved what would have been a 35-yard gain on first down. Great play by the Eldon secondary, saying, hey, we know you can throw the ball, and we're ready for it. But now Hallsville empty in the backfield. They're going to split 2 wide receivers out to the right, 3 high. 5 receivers on 2nd and 10 from the 35. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a screen pass. Mustangs see it, but overrun the receiver. Cutting back for Hallsville. Spins around one receiver. One corner, cuts back, but stopped just shy of the first. That's going to be a 7-yard gain for Colton Nichols, the senior.
Yeah, that was a nice little move he had there.
Yeah, he spun, he juked, he cut.
He's a hard one to bring down.
Did a pirouette, but hey, good job by the Eldon secondary to keep him in front of him. That's something I did stop Coach Holt on the way here, and I said, man, what's the secret to the game? And he goes, simple. We have to keep them in front of us. They are explosive, and they are athletic.
Yeah, bend but don't break defense. Just don't give up the big one.
Matheny out of the shotgun. Wide receivers trips right. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. Mustangs are there. They hit him at the line. It's going to be close. Oh, they're going to give him the first, not by much. That carry going to pick up just enough for a Hallsville first down. I still like how the Eldon defense looks early, though.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a look there. I believe the running back for Hallsville, that is Abe Elfinish, 6 foot 170 and a senior. Elfinish, maybe? I should have got a pronunciation on that.
Elfinish.
Going to call him Abe.
I think Elfinish.
It's going to be a screen pass, and the receiver wasn't quite ready for it. But after the pump, he catches it, makes a man miss to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, gone. A miscommunication, but Colton Nichols comes back, takes the pass, and takes it to the house, 55 yards for the score. And Hallsville is on the board first.
Yeah, Eldon got caught on that one.
I don't think Nichols was ready for it either.
No, the quarterback kind of double pumped it there like he wasn't sure he wanted to throw it or not. But
if they were faking being confused, they sold me. So with 10:33 to go in this first quarter, it's 6-0 Hallsville. Hallsville not even thinking about the extra point. We're going to see a 2-point conversion attempt. Trips wide receiver to the right, one high. And Abe lined up behind Matheny, who was in the shotgun. Matheny takes the snap, handoff, fakes it, looking, throwing to the right end, or caught in the middle of the field, going up and grabbing that one. What a play there. I believe that was Xavier Stinson.
Hallsville got some athletes out there, don't they?
To say the least, the Stinson brothers are a problem at receiver as well. Xavier Stinson, the senior, 6'1", 210, and his brother, Isaac Stinson, just a junior, but 6'3", and 175. We played, well, not very long. 10:33 to go in the first quarter. Hallsville leads Eldon 8-0. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating is a full-service plumbing company. Their highest quality licensed plumbers are some of the most qualified service professionals in the area. They can do anything from sewer pipe replacement to fixing a simple faucet leak at an affordable price. They provide a full range of plumbing, septic, and excavating services, including new home plumbing, water heaters, water softeners, new septic system, and land clearing. Licensed and insured. Call Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating for all your plumbing needs. 573-216-2292.
The Eldon defense looked good the first 3 plays, but they got lost on a screen pass to the right side, gave up a 55-yard touchdown. You got to take the good with the bad, Jason, and I did think there was some good on that first defensive stand.
Yeah, they had a little bit there at the beginning, but you can tell they're going to move their receivers around and try to get numbers on Eldon, and they did. They made them pay.
Trying to see the number on the return man for the Mustangs. They've got these white uniforms.
Oh, it's hard to see, isn't it? I cannot.
I used to give Mike a hard time for bringing those binoculars, and now I'm thinking he knew what he was doing.
It looks like a single number. I'm not sure if that's.
It might be Hardy. I think that could be Devin Hardy. But the kickoff picked up at the 20 to the 30, cuts the outside, got a little room at the 40, cuts back 45, sheds a tackle to the 50, crosses midfield out of bounds at the 48 of Hallsville. What a return. Andrew Beanland. Boy, he hit a juke move and shed a tackle.
Yeah, I was going to say, that boy was running with some intent there, wasn't he?
So Hallsville, they had great starting position on their own 40, and Eldon says, yeah, we'll start on your 48 as well. We like that side of the field. So the Mustangs find themselves trailing 8-0, but a great spot to start. Let's see if they can get their offense rolling early. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his right. 2 wide receivers, high, tight formation. Mustangs go set. Handoff to Beanland. On the left side, there's a hole behind the guard. He gets ahead to the 40, dropping his head. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup for Beanland on first down.
It looks like he's running with a little attitude right now.
Well, and how about the left tackle and left guard? Then a hole that I think I could have ran through.
Yeah, I don't think he got touched until he's about 7-8 yards already up.
That's about, once again, I never played, so I can't tell you, but as a running back, that has to be the best feeling in the world when you go to the line and they have created a whole path for you.
Not only does the running back, but the lineman do too.
There's a little bit of pride amongst those linemen. So 2nd and short for Eldon. 2 wide receivers left, Beanland to the left. Hess takes the snap, fakes the handoff. It's a quick throw on the slant to the middle, trying to hit Smithson. Pass just a smidge behind. Smithson couldn't hang on to it. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. I like the shot on 2nd down, though. You know you've got a very manageable first down, or 3rd down coming. So why not take the shot on the slant?
Yeah, I'm going to guess the Eldon line always believes if we need a yard, we will get a yard against anybody. So
you were a lineman, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I got to ask, is there like a little bit of, I don't want to say attitude, but a little bit of attitude amongst you guys?
There's a lot of attitude.
You want to bully that other guy.
You don't get in the paper for anything, so you got to take pride in the little things like that.
Hess takes the snap out of the shotgun, handoff to Beanland, going to the left and just trucking a defender. Rolls forward. Did the ball come loose? The ref down now, too.
He
We're
looked
seeing
down,
points.
I don't know.
And the ball came loose. Hallsville comes up with it at the 35. A great run by Beanland, but I think when the defender dropped his shoulder, he managed to pop it loose.
Yeah, I thought he was down, but that doesn't matter. I can't see real well.
We got video here. Can we ask him to come up and do instant replay real quick?
Once again, that Eldon left side of that line just totally caved down the entire Hallsville defense. I mean, that was a great job. Just got a hold on the ball.
That's rough, but I will say, if you're Eldon, you're thinking if we can get a stop, we just proved we can run the ball on these boys.
Yeah.
So Hallsville with an 8-0 lead, 9:33 to go in the first quarter. They take over from their own 35. Out of the shotgun, takes snap, handoff to the left. Eldon gets there, got my line, but he breaks the tackle. Tried to turn the corner. He gets to the 40 before he's pushed out of bounds. Was watching the ref. He went reaching for a hanky, but went ahead and kept it put away. But a strong carry there from the running back, Abe Elfinish, as it looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss.
Yeah, that probably could have been about a yard or so loss.
Instead, it's a 5-yard gain up to the 40. Well, about a 6-yard gain, make that to the 41. And a reminder, if you're wanting to watch this game, you're listening at home, just go to mosportzone.com. Each week, I find a new problem to work out. I can't tell you what's going to go wrong tonight, so you can join us and find out together. It's great.
We can do a raffle drawing for anybody who wants to guess what today's problem will be.
I just found out the last 2 weeks my problem has been a USB port that's just not snug enough. That's literally all. 2nd and 4 for Hallsville. Taking the snap out of the shotgun. Quarterback rolling to the right. Gives a fake. Little pressure from the Mustangs. Ball's thrown. Caught at the 50. Breaking a tackle to the 40. With a little space to the 30. Good block ahead for Hallsville up to the 20. Flags come out. This one's coming back as he runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That was Zach Jure on the catch. But I think this one's coming back.
Yeah, Isaac Stenson had a great block going. But, man, it's hard to block for 7-8 seconds on an offensive play like that. And just at the end, he ended up getting a hold out of the deal, it looks like.
I can't say enough about Matheny for Hallsville. That kid stood in there with pressure coming and put a pass right where it needed to be. And don't get me wrong, Jure did a great job breaking the tackles to get into the open field. But Stenson, he's a receiver. He's not used to blocking guys all the livelong day.
That's B.J. Jones out there. He got to the quarterback late there, it looked like. I'm not sure what happened, but it may be a knee.
So let's see. Whitehead comes out holding on Hallsville. And, yes, we do have an injured player out on the field right now. He's being tended to by the coaching staff.
Boy, Eldon's going to need him.
To say the least, that is a big body and an athletic big body that's
both sides of the ball, too.
Absolutely, and he was one of them getting pressure on that last play on Matheny. But he is able to walk off on his own power. So sometimes you just get folded up the wrong way, and it's a little bit of a stinger, or just, sometimes it almost scares you more than it actually hurts if you go down weird.
I'll tell you what, him and one of the other Eldon defenders were all over Matheny, and he just stood there and threw that thing all the way till the last second. He waited, man. That's a good quarterback right there, man.
To say the least. So we'll see here. I guess with the foul, that's going to push, or the penalty, excuse me, that's going to push Hallsville back to the 34-yard line of Eldon. So that is where they will take over on 1st and 10. At this point, if you can just keep them out of the end zone, once again, if you're the Mustangs, you feel confident in your offense.
Yeah.
Out of the shotgun is Matheny. Takes a snap, rolls to his right. Eldon getting pressure. Matheny stops, throws off his back foot, and it falls to an open area. Great job by the Mustangs. They sent some heat off the edge.
Boy, he throws that ball good, don't he? I mean, he just literally falling off his back foot, just flicks it with his wrist 35 yards.
Well, he had to throw off his back foot because Michael Rugen was helping him get to his back on that one.
He's cool as a cucumber, man.
But you got to be careful. You flick that back foot throw up too many times, somebody's going to take it to the house.
Somebody will get under.
A lot of these kids, I think, have got used to watching old 1-5 out there. You got to understand, he does things that just aren't natural, okay?
Yeah, he's the exception, not the norm.
You know Andy Reid has to grimace every time he throws some of those. So 2nd and 10, Matheny out of the shotgun, takes snap, handoff up the middle. Cutting to the right at the 30. He turns back. Oh, Mustangs there, but breaking another tackle and finally pushed out of bounds at the 35. That's going to be about a 9-yard gain. Eldon, we've seen him a couple times gets their arms on the player, but can't bring him in.
Well, Hallsville's got Eldon so spread out. You can't really. You got all your players out wide. You have really nobody to bring on a blitz, and they're sitting there with 3D linemen against 5 offensive linemen. And Hallsville just took advantage.
Absolutely. That was Elfinish on the carry, picking up 9. So that brings up 3rd and 1 for Hallsville at the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, handoff. Right up the middle is Elfinish. He just drops his head and picks up about 3. That'll be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, if Eldon doesn't bring heat, man, those are some big holes that you can just pick up a few yards here and there whenever you need them.
So new set of downs for Matheny and this offense. Yeah, Matheny is in complete control. This kid, you can tell he is. I understand why he was supposed to be the starter last year.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
But how many times do we say that about Tri-County quarterbacks?
There's some good ones in there.
I mean, to survive the kind of athletes that are going to be coming after you and trying to hit you, you got to be a special kind of player.
Yep.
So Matheny back out of the shotgun. Elfinish behind him. It's a handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Screen pass out to the flat. The Mustangs are there, but a good juke move. But what a recovery by the Eldon defense. Smithson with the tackle. It looked like Colton Nichols was going to break free off a very nice juke.
Yeah,
but
that was a nice job.
Smithson recovered well and held him to no gain. You know, that's what Coach Holt is screaming on the sidelines right now. If you get a shot to tackle, you have to wrap them up.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is a very athletic Hallsville team right here.
But I got to give Eldon credit. Other than that big touchdown, they've been able to, for the most part, keep Hallsville in front of them.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10 for Hallsville. Matheny back out of the shotgun. Elfinish lined up behind him. Receiver comes in motion. Left to right. 2 wide receivers out to the right now. Shotgun snap, pressure coming from the Mustangs on the right side. Oh. Just back into him. Matheny avoiding it, and they're burning him down. Mustangs get home. Matheny sacked back at the 34-yard line. That's Krantz getting home.
There you go. Great job.
What a job by Eldon. Matheny saw the pressure, tried to come forward in the pocket. 2 other Mustangs were staring him down. That's where you got to win this battle. Yes, they have speed on the outside, and a timeout going to be called here. Yes, timeout going to be called by Hallsville. Lloyd Belt's automotive timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 7:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hallsville leads 8-0. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Dunn Property Management is currently taking applications for over 30 one-bedroom, one-bath units in Eldon. These units are for ages 55 plus. Rent includes water, trash, snow removal, and lawn services, and can be pet-friendly upon approval. Locally owned and operated with full-time maintenance staff and office manager. They are close to churches, the senior center, shopping, and parks. For more information, call Dunn Property Management, 573-569-1200.
We're back here, 7:08 to go in the 1st quarter. Hallsville with an 8-0 lead at driving, but a big sack from the Mustang defense has majorly backed Hallsville up. Hallsville will go from the 34-yard line. They've got to get all the way to the 12 for a 1st down. So that's ways. If Eldon could get a stop here, this would be huge.
Yeah, they better watch out for the screen pass because it's been working pretty good for Hallsville already, so I'd be looking for that.
We haven't seen him run much, but I have a feeling that Matheny has a lot of escapability as well. 2 wide receivers lined up high. Matheny out of the shotgun, drops back, rolls to his right. Looking to go deep. Mustang pressure gets there. Matheny rolls right. He throws on the run. And what a catch at the 20. 10. Cuts back at the 5. Another juke move into the end zone is Colton Nichols. And, I mean, Eldon did everything right. Nichols snatched it out of the hands of a cornerback.
Yeah, I think was it number 14 down there, Cody Brown? I think he's upset. I think he had that thing literally in his hands, and he just took it from him and took off with it.
And how about Matheny? On the run, he put that thing on a rope, the only spot he could put it. There's some plays you just got to tip your hat to the other team and said, all right, your offense was better than our defense right there.
He's a pretty special quarterback, man. You can tell. He doesn't get nervous about anything.
14-0, the Hallsville lead as they go for 2. Matheny out of the shotgun. 1 wide receiver high, trips to the right tight. Matheny takes the snap, handoff to the right. Can he break play? What a tackle. 2-point conversion, no good. Eldon stands him up, and son, I'd say your name, but
number 20, is it 29?
I believe it is 29 for the Mustangs with the tackle.
I don't see a 29.
No, there's not a 29.
Maybe it's a 28. Is it Beelan?
It could be. Maybe it was Landon Beanland. If so, he dropped his shoulder and introduced it to the ribcage of the running back for Hallsville. So
Instant stop right there.
big stop. 14-0, the Hallsville lead. 6:58 to go in the quarter, which took a break, so we'll hold it here. All right, last time the Mustangs were on the field, they had a big return to start it, and then they ran the ball with authority to that left side. Jason, if you're the Mustangs, do you just go right back to running that rock?
Just stay positive, stay calm. You know, if I remember, I think Owensville had a little bit of a lead like this on them, and Eldon just went back to work. You know, don't panic, just keep grinding. You know,
Plus-
so they'll be fine.
Plus, you get the ball back to start the second half.
You get the ball back, yeah.
And not to mention, the defense has shown they can stop Hallsville at times. It's just that last catch. That was, I mean, you're not going to have that done to you very often. That is an elite level catch right there.
Yeah.
Your defense is doing well. You're going to get stops this game. You just have to stick with the game plan.
If you can drive this and score it, everything's good. Everything goes back to normal.
So back to return for the Mustangs. Again, this time going to be Andrew Beanland. And it looks like ahead of Beanland, they've got Jalen Beckman out there to the left and on the far right sideline up on the 20. That is definitely too far for my eyes to catch number.
Man, those Eldon jerseys are just not good for seeing, are they?
They really are not. I'm going to have to talk to him about getting some neon letters. Or numbers, excuse me.
LEDs.
That'd be fantastic. All right, Hallsville checking both ways. About ready for the kickoff. And here we go. Ball. Oh, they're going to go with the onside kick. Oh, and this is not good for the Mustangs. Did it get touched? My goodness, Hallsville goes the onside kick, and they recover it at midfield. Indian ball at the 50. You just don't expect that.
No, and Colton, even if you did, I don't know if it would matter. That was the perfect onside kick. Literally perfect.
Players in the NFL struggle with that.
He kicked it exactly the way you need to kick it, and their players were right there ready for them to hit 10 yards.
Wait. A discussion out here. No, the ball did not travel 10 yards. They touched it 80 yards deep. So it will be an illegal touch. Possession stays with the Mustangs.
Well, I didn't see that, but
I saw the refs congregate together, and boy, Hallsville is not happy about it. I thought an Eldon player may have touched it.
it's a lucky break.
It's one you have to take advantage of if you are the Mustangs. Hallsville threatening to have a two-possession lead and the ball, but Eldon instead will take over possession. Good field position. This is where they started their last drive at, basically, at the 49-yard line of Hallsville. Heavy package for the Mustangs. Two wide receivers high. Well, we got another stoppage here. Got to get our officials lined up. See, one of the refs thought that it was Hallsville ball, too. All right, let's try this again. Andrew Beanland at halfback. He's going to go to the right. Eldon going to overload heavy to the left. Hess out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. Beanland running to the left, following the guards. He hits his own man. Bounces off. Keeps moving those legs, though. Drives the pile up to the 38-yard line.
That was a nice job running the ball.
He hit his lineman square in the back and just said, all right, I'll go around, I guess.
Dakota Collins, number 9 for Eldon, doing a great job of blocking for him, too.
If those big boys up front can start to wear down that defensive line of Hallsville, you're just going to see these gaps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and that's Eldon's game.
So 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs. One lone receiver on the near side. Beanland to the left of Hess. Hess in the shotgun brings Smithson in motion. It's a handoff. Beanland going back to the right this time. Sheds one tackle, takes on another defender, and fights his way up to the 35-yard line. That's a Serdike Yamaha first down.
Man, Beanland looks good tonight.
Beanland, he's
running hard.
He is not scared of contact either.
Looks fast out there. Cutting fast, finding the holes fast.
I just love that when it comes time to get tackled, he's dropping his shoulder and initiating the contact.
Yeah, he's making you earn it.
So new set of downs for the Mustangs from the 35-yard line of Hallsville, trailing 14-0, 5:45 to go in this first. Hess out of the shotgun, takes a snap, screen pass out to the flat. Receiver gets it, cuts inside. Good little 6-yard gain on first down, ahead to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, was that Jalen Beckman out there, number 17, I believe, for Eldon, doing a great job of blocking that to kind of spring that a little bit.
It was. He really sprung the sideline, so the Smithson had some room to cut back inside. So Smithson, we'll say a 6-yard reception on first down. So there's one of those 5 throws I talked about. That's El's got
check
4
it off.
It's nice when you can pick up 6 on first down. That makes everything more manageable going forward. 2nd and 4 for Eldon. Out of the shotgun, Beanland to Hess's right. Hess takes the snap. He's going to roll right. He's going to keep this one. No, he's going to throw. Nice. Taking the shot by himself in the end zone.
Did he fall out?
Are they saying he was out of bounds?
I think so. I don't think he got a foot down.
You're kidding.
Well, I don't see anybody throwing a fit on the Eldon sideline. So
oh, you hate to see it. That's one you wish you could have back. The receiver, I think that was Smithson again, was by himself.
Yeah, well, Hess sold it. He took off like he had every intention of running that, and everybody sucked up. And I mean, all credit to Hess. That was a good job of selling it.
Well, and I'm not saying people are listening to me, but I said they were only going to throw 5 times, so no one was expecting another one.
But now we got a trend. That's 2.
That's all right. Still 3rd and 4 for Eldon after, that had 6 points written all over it. 2 wide receivers high. Hess takes the snap. Quick slant throw. Hit him in the chest. Pass interference going to be called. Corner got there a little bit early, so that should move the chains for the Mustangs. At least I assume this pass interference. It was basically thrown as the contact occurred, so I can't imagine what else it would be.
I don't think that was what they called, but it was on Hallsville. I'm not sure what that call was.
Well, we'll see. They're backing him up, so it was something against Hallsville. Maybe it was a hold before the throw. I don't know my hand motions. Is that pass interference?
I know the first part looked like a personal foul.
Roughing the passer. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Roughing the passer. You know what?
I knew the first part of it. I didn't know that second part. So.
It's Third Ike Yamaha first down for the Mustangs as they move into the Case IH Crown Power red zone. They're now on the 15-yard line looking to get on the scoreboard. And Hess with the hard count. Hallsville jumps in. How about the right tackle?
Yeah. Hess even had a pretty good hit bob in there when he hard counted that one.
I love when you see the right tackle fall down. That's like, sir, you have been bullying your matchup for the last 10 plays, and you want us to believe you just fell down on that.
Coach said, don't move, don't move.
Oh, what a job. So, Eldon, they'll take 3 yards anytime you give them to them. 1st and 5 now from the 9-yard line. Jason, I don't know about you, but if I'm Eldon, this means I got 4 downs to run the ball on you.
Yep.
And on 1st down, Beanland right up the gut. Ball came loose, though. And I think Eldon may have covered it up. I think they came back and covered it up.
Oh, Lord, oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Whew. Man, this is not the place you want to turn. You don't ever want to turn over, but you don't want one down here.
And Beanland grabbed that with a head of steam. The problem is he didn't grab it. Ball hit the deck, and a good job covering that up by the Mustangs. That could have been catastrophic.
Colton, you want a score update?
I would love a score update.
All right. At Cole Camp, with 1:14 left in the first, we have Cole Camp 12, Versailles 0.
What?
Yep.
I'm not going to lie. I did not see that coming. Very confused. Okay, then. Well, there's 3 quarters. We'll see if Versailles can rally in that one. So 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. That 5-yard penalty on 1st down really helping them out now. 2 wide receivers split left. Beanland takes the handoff. No, Eldon fumbles again, trying to go for the reverse. And they're able to pick it up. But Hallsville gets there. They're going to lose yardage back to the 20. Eldon is struggling to hang on to the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is here. For a team that runs it all the time, that's...
They sent Beanland to the left, faked the handoff, and then pitched it as the receiver was coming right to left. And the receiver couldn't get his hands on it. So now Eldon, they went from 1st and 5. Well, that's not right. Actually, yeah, 1st and 5 roughly, to now staring down 3rd and 14 or 15.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That's a self-inflicted wound right there.
So Eldon may have to think about throwing. This is still 4-down territory, so you got to try to get at least a chunk of it back here. I go 2 receivers high, and the Mustangs, they're going to take a timeout and talk this over. They are. So with 4:02 to go in the first half, Eldon wants the timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
It's your last chance to cut a deal at Seidenstricker Novi Partners. Save up to $5,000 on select John Deere compact tractor packages with our exclusive 10-year warranty. And we're offering 0% financing for 60 months with 0 down. Get your John Deere equipment by shopping online or visiting us at any of our 28 locations. Let's cut a deal now before it's too late. smpartners.com.
Offer valid through 9/30/2023. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
4:02 remains in the first half. The Mustangs find themselves trailing. Wait, did I say first half?
First quarter.
This is still the first quarter. Yeah, I've been sitting here thinking we were in the second quarter. I thought, man, when did we change quarters? I don't even remember that. But in my defense, does it say first quarter? Oh, it does say first quarter.
Yep.
But you know what? Numbers are hard. All right, it's been a day. Eldon trying to get on the board here, but ever since they hit the red zone, they've been marching in the wrong direction.
Yeah, they just need to clean it up a little bit. Eldon's moving the ball and doing fine, but, man, that got ugly there at the end.
I mean, 2 fumbles in a row, and if you're Eldon, you're still kicking yourself because you did have that one wide open route.
Yes.
And the pass just a little too far outside, unable to bring it in. This will be 3rd and 15. The Mustangs on the Hallsville 20-yard line. So they can still gain a first down here. Smithson, the lone wide receiver, high to the right. Coming in motion, it's going to be a handoff. Beanland to the left, trying to break a tackle at the 20. Couldn't shed the ankle tackle. He's brought down to the 18. Kind of a conservative play there for the Mustangs. So what do you do on 4th and 13?
Well, you got to throw it. I'd go back to that play that it looked like they should have scored on because Hallsville bid on it big time. I'd see if I can go back to that.
Well, and you also have the option there. Hess can run it.
Yeah.
That boy, he is quite the athlete. If he can turn the corner and head for the house, he's got a good shot at it. So 4th and 13 for the Mustangs from the 18-yard line of Hallsville. They're going to go 2 wide receivers, one to the right, Beanland to the right of Hess, who's in the shotgun. Hess goes with the hard count, takes the snap. It's over his head, and he just has to dive on it. That's going to be a turnover on downs at the 25-yard line. My goodness, Jason, that got to the red zone and absolutely fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, the snap was a little high. It hit him right in the hands. I mean, it's just right now Eldon's playing a little bit sloppy, man.
That's
disappointing.
If you're going to run the style of play that Eldon is, you cannot have mistakes.
No.
You have to play clean ball.
No, and you can't let the score get too far ahead of you either. You have to kind of keep it close. You got to stay in it. That's got to be momentum-wise. That's frustrating if you're Eldon.
Yeah, especially with the break, how you almost lost it on the onside kick. But nonetheless, defense going to have to get a stop here now for the Mustangs. Hallsville starting from the 25-yard line. It's going to be handoff. Right up the middle is Elfanish, and the Mustangs get there quick, fast, and in a hurry. He gains about a yard max.
Yeah, that was a good job right there by the Eldon D.
We've seen this, though. We've seen Eldon for 2nd and long and even 3rd and long, but the big plays have got them time and time again. So 2nd and 9. Coming for Hallsville from their own 26. Matheny getting the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, you're Hallsville. Why hurry?
Elfanish lining up behind Matheny, who's in the shotgun. Wide receivers trips to the left. Matheny takes the snap, hands it off to Elfanish, and he runs untouched for 15 yards before someone finally gets some hands on him at the 40, but not before he picks up a first down.
Yeah, they're spreading Eldon out. They're doing a great job of spreading Eldon out. That's a big hole to run through right there. He had 15 yards, but he got touched.
I think Eldon was dead set. That was going screen pass to the left side. But so new set of downs now for Hallsville ahead to the 41-yard line. Matheny staying in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers out to each side. He's going to throw to the right side, and the pass just over the head of the receiver. It's one of the few mistakes we've seen Matheny make. Isn't that how it goes? The guy can run and put it in between 3 defenders, but when he has time to set his feet and throw to a wide open guy, he throws it over his head.
Yeah, well, it's because you're thinking.
Honestly,
great athletes just don't think. They just react.
It's like when you leave a shooter in basketball wide open and he just bricks it off the back iron.
I'll be watching number 19 over here for Hallsville. He was wide open on that for a screen pass, and he's let his coaches know. So we'll see what they come back to here.
Zach Jure. So 2nd and 10 for Hallsville from their own 41.
But they're playing off of him about 8 yards.
Receiver comes in motion. Matheny going to pitch it to him. Eldon getting there. Boy, they hit him for a big loss. That's going to be a 4-yard loss. They tried the reverse, but the Mustangs saw it coming. So the Eldon defense, an opportunity here. You have 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Hallsville from their own 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Keep it all in front of you. That's all you got to do. Keep it all in front of you. Make a punt.
Question is, do you send the extra rusher here? Hallsville going to go wide receivers, trips left. Matheny takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left. They're sending 3 deep, but a quick short route. Matheny lets it go. It's caught, but it's going to be short of the first down. He's down at the 46-yard line. That's going to be about 40 yards short of a first down. So it'll be 4th and 4. What will Hallsville do?
try to pull you off sides would be my guess right here and get the cheap first.
Hallsville doesn't even look like they're thinking about punting.
No, I don't think they will. But I'd watch the hard count if I'm Eldon. Don't give them an easy one.
This may be the biggest play of the first quarter right now for Eldon. Can you get off the field? I mean, if you're Hallsville, why not go for it? This is where Eldon has started both of their drives thus far. Yeah. Hallsville quickly back to the line. Matheny, he's going to take the snap out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the left sideline. He's got his receiver who turns, goes upfield to the 42-yard line of the Mustangs and moves the chains.
Man, so he gets that ball up there quick.
This is a disciplined Hallsville squad. They know how to move the ball.
Yes, they do.
And quickly back to the line again. They're wasting no time. The only thing they're waiting on is the chain game to get set.
Yeah, well, if you got Eldon kind of reeling on the heels right now, you want to take advantage.
Two wide receivers high. It's going to be a handoff. No, faking the handoff. Quick slant caught in the middle. Diving forward. Gain of 9, maybe 10. Oh, no, it's going to be about an 8-yard gain, on first down.
Got the big chunk.
Head to the Eldon 33-yard line. 34 seconds to go in this Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. Hallsville leads 14-0 and threatening to add to that total. Hallsville getting the play call in from the sideline, taking a little more time this play. Two wide receivers out to each side. Matheny alone in the backfield. Instead, he's going to bring Abe back in. It's a handoff. No, Matheny going to keep it. Spins off one tackle. But the Mustangs, two more, get home and plant him down for a loss. That technically will go as a sack. And that'll be a 2-yard loss on the sack. That's how the first quarter will end. After one, Hallsville leads Eldon 14-0, 3rd and 6. When we get back, you're listening to KS95 Sports.
Looking for a pre-owned, dependable car or truck? Stop by Tim's Auto Connection just south of Laurie. Check out their selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Tim's team will be happy to help you find the vehicle you're looking for, even if it's not already on their lot. Call or stop by Tim's Auto Connection for quality service, no pressure, and great prices on pre-owned vehicles. Tim's Auto Connection, just south of Laurie. Call 573-372-0280. That's 573-372-0280.
Getting ready for the second quarter here in Eldon, the H&R block of Versailles. Second quarter coming up. Eldon finds themselves trailing 14-0. They've had opportunities with some sloppy play in the red zone and giving up a couple big plays on defense. Find them staring down the barrel of a 14-0 lead for Hallsville, and Hallsville looking to do more damage.
Yeah, if you're Hallsville, just keep doing what you're doing, and if you're Eldon, you got to find a way to get that defense off the field, man.
So it will be 3rd and 6 for Hallsville as they have driven down to the Mustang 38-yard line. At one point, Eldon did have Hallsville facing 4th and short, but Hallsville quickly to the line, caught the Mustangs napping, and were able to pick up a quick first down.
And they very confidently just threw that way out there in the flat, too, on a 4th and 4, instead of just trying to pick it up and run straight ahead. So that tells you right there, they're not afraid to throw this thing anywhere.
3rd and 6. Two wide receivers high for Hallsville. Matheny out of the shotgun, brings the receiver back in motion. He gets set now on the left side. Matheny takes a snap, dropping back. He's looking to the left, wants to throw, goes downfield, and the receiver can't come up with it, falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 6, so another opportunity for Eldon to get Hallsville off the field.
You know they're going to spread you out. They're going to take advantage. They've got athletes. They want to get them in that open space, so Eldon better hang on.
You know they're going to go quick as well. Hallsville, well, I say that Hallsville not going quite as fast this time, getting the play call in. This could be a huge stop for the Mustangs. Two wide receivers spread out to each side. 4th and 6 from the 38. Matheny out of the shotgun. He's got 8 behind him. Matheny drops back and false start. I believe it's going to be a false start on Hallsville. That is correct, so that'll back them up 5 more. That's big.
That's a big play right there.
So 4th and 6 just became 4th and 11 for Hallsville. And
I pooch punt this if I'm them.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised they have a lot of faith in their offense.
Yeah, I mean, you do. I would just kind of pooch punt this down there and make Eldon drive about 80, 90 yards.
I don't think they have any intention of punting this football, Jason.
No, I don't think so.
Which I get it. You have faith in your offense, but here's my thing. I'd be more afraid of, can my defense stop Eldon? Because if you let Eldon have one big drive, suddenly they're right back in this game.
What we've seen every week, this is a game of momentum. You don't want to give Eldon a chance at it.
Receiver strips left. Dropping back Matheny, uncorking it down the sideline, and he overthrows his man by 10 yards. It falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Mustang defense gets the stop. They'll take over at their own 42. Great job by the Eldon defense. That's what you needed to get yourself back in this game.
Just you got to find something positive and just build on it. And that was a positive right there. So.
And once again, it is early enough in this game. If I'm the Mustangs, I'm going right back to run the ball, run behind that left guard
Sure.
if you can, get Beanland going, run it, and make Hallsville like it.
Yep, exactly.
With 11:48 to play in the H&R block of Versailles, second quarter. Last we heard out of Versailles, things not going well for them in their game with Colcamp, trailing 12-0 early. Hess in the shotgun, takes snaps, hand off to Beanland, running to the left. He gets in the middle, some contact early. He picks up a yard, maybe two, before being brought down.
Hallsville closing up them gaps quick.
We got a player down.
I think so.
Yeah, official timeout as a lineman down for the Mustangs. That's not what you want to see. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and go check on him. So we'll go ahead and take the break as well. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Sure, people say vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. It's safer than swimming with sharks while dressed like a seal, flying a kite in the middle of a lightning storm, brushing your teeth with toilet water. Just because people say vaping is safer than cigarettes doesn't make it safe. Do your part. Spread the word and the trend.
This message brought to you by the Miller County Health Center.
Holly Lift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake and you found the perfect boat. Now, to just make sure the boat bottom stays clean and up out of the water. Holly Lift Boat Lifts. We've been the lake's choice for reliable boat lifts for over 40 years, and we offer a lifetime warranty on our tanks. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
We're back here, second quarter of play. Eldon Mustangs with the ball, but another offensive lineman going down. That is two linemen we've seen get injured already in this first half for the Mustangs. I believe coming off the field, that was Zach DeVolt, the junior O-lineman. Not sure who took his place, actually. I think it may be Darren Crabtree.
You might be right. Yeah, the Eldon training table's getting a little too much business tonight.
Which Crabtree, you're not losing any size with Crabtree out of there. So some fresh legs now on the line. Mustangs 2nd and 8 from their own 44. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his left. Hess fakes the handoff. He's going to toss it in the middle. And, boy, nearly had the completion. But what a job by the corner for Hallsville. Peyton Schleter breaking that one up.
Yeah, he almost came up with that.
This Hallsville squad is hard to throw on. They have some athletes out there.
And that puts Eldon in a 3rd and long, and that's just not really what they're built for.
I mean, call me crazy. I would almost consider running, not an option necessarily, but a fake. Let Hess keep it and roll out, see if he can take it.
Yeah.
If you can get half or more of this back, I consider going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Two wide receivers to the near side for the Mustangs. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his right, and somebody jumped. Who went first?
I think that's going to be on the offense there.
I'm afraid you're right, and the officials agree with you.
And that's costly right there.
That is. 3rd and 8's bad enough, but 4th and 13 is even less fun. Or 3rd and 14, excuse me, is less fun.
Yeah, I don't think Eldon's probably got a lot of plays in the playbook for that. That's not really their focus.
Like I said, Coach,
at 14 at one time.
Coach Holt got to be a little frustrated over there. We've seen a lot of self-inflicted wounds from the Mustangs tonight.
Uncharacteristic mistakes.
So Coach Holt giving his 3rd and 13 play. The quarterback, Hess, get back to the huddle. Just 12 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to move quick.
Better get going.
Did that reset?
I don't know.
I mean, play clock's down to 5. I don't think they can get this set. Eldon's going to have to burn a timeout.
Nope.
And they don't. Make that another penalty, a delay of game on the Mustangs. My goodness, Eldon is... Well, the bright side for the Mustangs is you've gotten just about all the bad out of the way here in the first half. It's got to be ill for you.
Careful what you say. Yeah, who knows?
Hold on, there's got to be some wood around here to knock on or something. That's... All right, well, Jason, you said they probably didn't have a 3rd and 13. Well, you think they got 3rd and 18 in there somewhere?
I don't know. Just chuck it up in the air and see what happens.
Two wide receivers out to the left. Hess in the shotgun. Beanland to his left. Line comes set. Hess going to drop back, ready to throw. Pressure coming untouched on the right side. Hess going to air it out. He's got him. Man, what a catch!
No.
No, it came loose at the end, or or wait, are they going to rule him down? The official says he made the catch. It came down, then it came loose. That is Smithson, Zach Smithson from the 34. Oh, the crowd doesn't like
that, boy. They're hostile. Now the game got real.
My goodness. I'm trying to figure out what that is. That was from the 34, so that's 16 and another 20. That's 35. I mean, that's a 40-yard play.
Hey, like I said, chuck it up. See what happens. That's all you can do, man.
40 yards. Hess to Smithson. A Serdike Yamaha first down, and there goes a little of that momentum. So here we go. What can the Mustangs do with the two wide receivers to the right? Hess takes snap, gives it to Beelan, goes up the middle, sheds a tackle, runs into a wall of them.
Wow.
He still picks up a couple.
Wow, he got tattooed. What was that? Big number 66 for Hallsville. Mercy.
I will say that
Tyson Perigo.
on the outside, I'm not sure where he was going with him, but old Darren Crabtree took his matchup, drove him 10 yards downfield.
Yeah.
It's only a 1-yard gain on first down. Eldon up to the 25-yard line of Hallsville. I can't get over that play. Hess put that thing on a dime.
We got Hardy out here, closest to us out here on this side.
Really good to see
He's limping a little bit, but he's out there.
He's a kid. Beelan takes the handoff to the left. Hallsville has seen enough of that run game. They are trying to stuff it at the line. He'll fight to pick up one. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I think Hardy's a decoy. He didn't even he took one step after the snap. I think he's just out there for looks. He looks like he's not getting around hardly at all.
Hear me out, though. Maybe he's faking all of us out. He's like, they heard I was injured. I'm going to limp, and wait till I take off.
He may be.
So 3rd and 8, 4-down territory for the Mustangs. Said, I'd like to see Hess get a little move. But again, taking their time getting the play call in 10 seconds on the play clock. Eldon's got to move quick.
Got to get set.
This has been an issue. They do get to the line quickly, though. They may be able to get this one off. 4 seconds, down to 3, 2. Hess takes the snap at 1, barely gets it off. Fakes the handoff, a quick pass, slant in the middle, it's caught. Back at the 15, driving ahead to the 12-yard line. Quick throw caught up the middle. Boy, I wish your numbers were stronger.
Yeah.
I think they said that's Michael Rugen on the slant. Good ball from Hess. Serdike Yamaha first down. Right into the Crown Power Case IH red zone. The Mustangs, they're looking to do something with this drive.
If they get this in, everything will be right again. Down will score. Everything will be fine.
So the Mustangs on the 12-yard line. Last time they got to the red zone, they had some troubles. Going to try to clean that up. 2 wide receivers high to the left. Hess in the shot. And those are the mistakes you cannot have in the red zone. False start by Eldon. Going to back them up.
Those Hallsville kids, they're showing blitz, and it almost looked like the defense got the offense to jump on that one that time.
I get it. You get so excited. You're in the red zone. This is where you got to make a big play, but you got to keep your composure.
Yeah, they're showing that they're going to bring some heat off the end, and he bit on it and jumped.
So that'll back Eldon up to the 17-yard line, 1st and 15. Heavy package to the right. Beelan to the left of Hess out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers high. Hess takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Lofts it up to the end zone. He comes down and in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice job.
Is that Zach Smithson?
I don't want to tell you that. I think so, but...
No, excuse me. I only saw a 7, but there was a 1 in front of it. Jalen Beckman. Go up and make a play, son.
That was a nice job, man.
And just like that,
Daddy's jumps.
Eldon has reintroduced themselves into this ball game. Mustang's going to go for 2. Who would have guessed? How did Eldon get up and down the field? They threw that football.
Yeah, Air Eldon.
Air Eldon indeed. Mustang's going to go for 2, trailing 14-6, 8:36 to go in the second quarter. 2 wide receivers high. Beelan to Hess's left out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw on the slant. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good.
Just like that, Eldon just made it a ball game.
What a drive and what a delivery by the Mustangs. They have cut into this lead 14-8. Hallsville leads Eldon 8:36 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people. Call DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
And a big drive by the Mustangs. They needed points, and they needed them in the worst way, and they got them exactly how you would expect Eldon to get them. They threw the football all over the field.
Yeah, just like everybody expected.
What a drive, and I know Hallsville probably going to be a little unhappy after the long Smithson catch, but by high school rules, I think they were right. He had it, he came down with it, and after making contact with the ground, the ball came loose. He had been touched, he was down. I mean, the ref called the play good, but
well, you felt the little wind come out of Hallsville sails over that play. That's that momentum thing we talk about. And after Eldon got that play, man, you saw him go down the field, and they scored it. You could see a little bit of a head drop with Hallsville over that. So they're going to have to bounce back because Eldon's hot on their tail now.
Yeah, Eldon proved last drive they can get a stop on this Hallsville defense. And a reminder, the Mustangs do get the ball back to start the second half. So if you're Eldon, you find yourself down 6 points, 8:36 to go in the second. And, Jason, you have played about as sloppy as possible.
Oh, you couldn't play any worse than you have in this first half.
So Eldon got to be feeling pretty good about things right now.
Ball's been all over the ground. Flags have been all over the ground. Yeah, you got to be pretty happy if you're Eldon, despite all of it.
Mustangs getting ready to kick off here. Hess is the kicker. He does a little bit of everything on this squad. And a nice little squib up middle. Takes a couple hops. It's picked up at the 26-yard. Going to be returned up to the 30, to the 35, and brought down at the 35-yard line. That's where Hallsville will start this drive.
It's good to see B.J. Jones back out there on that kickoff team as well, by the way.
Absolutely it is. He was injured midway through the first quarter, I believe. His size and athleticism, you got to have him out here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they got him back out there in that end position, so that's good for Eldon.
I need to look and see exactly how big he is.
He is a big boy. He is, my eyes to work, 6'2", 207.
Yeah, he is athletic.
He's athletic. Boy, he's a beast to stand up close to and look at.
Here we go, Hallsville operating out of the shotgun again. It's a handoff to the left side, trying to get to the corner. Mustangs closing fast and riding him out of bounds for a 1-yard loss. Good job getting home for Eldon on the tackle. That was
DeLong, I believe.
Yeah, Drayden DeLong.
Yeah, great job stringing that play out all the way to the sideline.
He closed in from the safety position and made a nice tackle.
And the whole Eldon defense did a good job of stringing it out. He just kind of finished it off. So
if you can keep them from finding a hole and turning that corner and just corral them to the sideline, that's as good as an open field tackle.
Yep. That sideline is your best friend when you play defense.
So 2nd and 11 for Hallsville on their own 34-yard line. Little life out of the Mustangs now. They're going to go 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. 2 to the left. Receiver comes in motion. Dropping back to pass is Matheny. Wants to go to the right side. Catch is made. Receiver falls down. Going to be touchdown at the 44-yard line. Well, a little shorter than that, about the 42-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for Hallsville. Kind of a clever design there. Hallsville rolls to the left, sends the receiver on a slant from left to right, so you're actually kind of breaking the rules throwing cross field.
Kind of, especially, I mean, Matheny had a ton of green in front of him. He could have just ran that too. It looked
I'm
like.
a little surprised we haven't seen him run it much.
Yeah, I mean, that was wide open.
Matheny in the shotgun, receivers trips left, handoff up the middle. Abe takes it. Eldon defense standing him up, though. He's going to be short. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. You know, Hallsville's getting yards, but Eldon's giving them nothing easily right now.
Eldon's kind of coming alive just a little bit here on this defensive side.
This is a dangerous position for Hallsville. I get it. You want to go for it because it's just 4th and 2, but in the same breath, do you want to give Eldon the ball on their own, on your 43?
Eldon's got a little momentum right now. To me, I don't know. I kick it, but that's just me.
Splitting out 2 wide receivers to each side. Matheny in the shotgun. Abe behind him. Matheny takes the snap. Quick throw out to the right sideline. Receivers hit as he caught. It's going to be enough for the first down. Just a quick out route. They run that to perfection, but they run it a lot. I got to wonder if one of these times an Eldon corner can't read that and jump it.
Yeah, just a little 3-step drop, and the ball's got to come out fast. And Matheny did a great job.
So new set of downs for Hallsville. Ahead to their own 48-yard line. You just get that feeling. Something's coming.
Yeah.
Matheny out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Abe right up the middle. Contact immediately, and he gets nothing. He may lose a yard, actually.
I think he went backwards, yep.
You just get the feeling those big boys for Eldon up front are getting a little tired of this game.
Yeah, what is that? That's number 50 right there. Jackson Williams, I believe, making the play there at the bottom of that pile.
Attaboy, Jackson. You love to see him be able to just shed the O lineman and wrap up in one motion like that. So 2nd and 11 again for Hallsville. Said you want to take the high fly out of a team, meet them in the ground and pound, and you can slow them down quick.
Exactly.
Matheny going to roll to his left. Mustangs getting pressure. He's going to flip it to the middle of the field and somehow bringing it in a swarm of players. What a catch.
Well, what a throw, what a catch, I mean, that's amazing.
That's 6'3" and 175 named Isaac Stinson.
You were throwing the ball into a little tiny window with 4 Mustangs literally standing about a yard and a half away from it. That's amazing.
Quite a catch, but once again, dangerous throw, though. Eventually, I got to think Eldon can get their hands on one of those.
Or maybe Matheny's just that good.
I'm not used to saying that as a Cardinals fan. The only Matheny I've ever known was terrible. I guess Royals would agree, but ahead now, Hallsville, 45-yard line of the Mustangs. It is 3rd and 3. Receivers trips right, one to the near side. Receiver comes in motion. Matheny out of the shotgun. It's going to go screen pass. And Eldon, they overplayed. Couldn't get their hands on him. Running free to the 20. 10-5 touchdown. Big play again from Hallsville. Colton Nichols twice tonight has looked like he was going to get hit for a loss on the screen and took it for a house call.
Yeah, that's just pure athlete right there, man. Just outrun everybody.
That is so hard if you're Eldon. You have been playing everything, beautifully. And Nichols just made you miss.
Yeah.
Well, Eldon luckily going to be left with enough time to answer. 4:40 remaining in the second quarter as the lead now 20-8 for Hallsville, and they're going to go for 2. Going to go 2 wide receivers split out to each side. Matheny, of course, back in the shotgun, the only place he operates. He's got Abe lined up behind him at the halfback. Receiver comes in motion, left to right. Matheny takes snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw right in the middle of the field. Wide open, catch is good for the 2-point conversion. So Hallsville extends it to a 2-possession lead once again, 22-8, with 4:40 to go in the first half. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
4:40 remains in the H&R Block second quarter. And a big drive from Hallsville to answer. 22-8 is now the lead. And Jason, what do we got out of Versailles?
With 8 minutes left in the second quarter, this was about 15 minutes ago, this update, so I'm sure they're probably at halftime. But 12-6, Cole Camp. Bias did end up scoring at the beginning of the second quarter on a quarterback keep, what I understand, to kind of narrow down the score a little bit. But Cole Camp is up.
Well, that is a big game for both those squads. If you know anything about Cole Camp, they're going to be physical. They've got a big quarterback, but I really thought on paper that was one Versailles could go in and take control of.
Yeah, I agree.
Hallsville regaining a 2-possession lead, but this is a huge drive for the Mustangs again. You trail by 14, but you do get the ball back start the second half. You can put points up this drive, put yourself in a very nice position.
Yeah, they've been getting the ball about midfield every time on these returns, so we'll see.
And a weird kickoff there from Hallsville, and Eldon will dive on it at the 43. They sent a kicker. He turned and pulled out of the way at the last second, and the next guy kicked a little squib.
Yeah.
You got to give these kids credit from Hallsville. This coaching staff, I think they've been watching a lot of Andy Reid because they run more trickery and specialty plays than anybody I've seen in a while.
Well, you can tell they want the ball in their hands. They want their offense out there. So.
Which, that's the way that the game of football has gone. It used to be a defensive ground and pound battle, and now, it's kind of like what the three-pointers done for the NBA. Our defense needs to be okay, but as long as we can put points up, we can beat you.
Score, you're good. Yeah.
4:39. Eldon has 2 timeouts and the ball starting from their own 43-yard line, trailing 22-8. They're going to split a wide receiver high and near side. Beanland to Hess's left out of the shotgun. He's going to get the handoff, running from right to left. Cuts back. Good move from Beanland. Head to the 50. Across the 45 to the 40. Carrying the defense to the 35. Still on his feet at the 32-yard line. My goodness.
Nice job.
Andrew Beanland doing his best Forrest Gump impersonation. My goodness, that was quite a run. He cut, he juked, and then he just picked up a couple Hallsville kids and went.
You give him any room at all, man. He's tough.
Beanland, another 20-yard gallop for a Serdike Yamaha first down. Beanland's got to be flirting with 100 first-half rushing yards.
Easily.
So a big gain for the Mustangs. Still 4:10 to go in this second quarter. Two wide receivers high. Hess in the shotgun. Beanland to his left. Hess going to roll. He wants to keep it this time. Cuts back inside. Following the blocker. Sheds a tackle. He turns to the 30. Got a little room. Gives a stiff arm to the 25. To the 20. Hess trots out of bounds at the 18. Hunter Hess doing work and picking up the first down.
He ran a half a mile, literally, to go 10 yards.
I love that we could. I don't know about you, but I saw that stiff arm coming.
Hell yeah.
You saw the little corner coming, and it's like, oh, you are not about to try that, son.
You got Hess out here in the middle of nowhere by yourself. You're probably not going to win.
Hunter Hess with a Serdike Yamaha first down into the Crown Power Case IH red zone. And just like that, the Mustang offense is threatening again. At the 18-yard line, I think this O-line has figured out how to play some bully ball.
Yeah, they're getting there.
One wide receiver on each side. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his left. Handoff. Beanland right up the gut. Following a hole that you could drive a car through. Beanland ahead to the 12. Somebody on him, or is he just slow getting up?
Well, he got tackled. It was an arm tackle. Grabbed his jersey and spun him down. That's one of those where you wonder if you got your cleat caught in the turf. He's hurting. He is hurting. Yeah.
You hate to see that. Beanland has been running like a man possessed, but he's got the helmet off a little shaken up. That's going to be a 7-yard pickup on first down. But, you got to give the kid credit. He's in pain. He's like, no, let me get to my feet. I'm fine. I think somebody may have stepped on his ankle, though, the way that he's walking.
Yeah, he went down very awkward the way they got a hold of his jersey and kind of twisted him down.
Coach Holt's out there going, son, you're averaging 12 yards a carry. What do we got to do to get you back out here?
Yeah, here, let's give you a piece of tape or two and let's go.
Oh, boy. He is going to have to be helped off.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that could be big right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Hate to see. You don't want any kid injured, of course, but yeah, Beanland, they're going to have to help him off. So I'm going to be thinking about old Andrew Beanland, the junior. Hopefully it's just something simple, but he is not wanting to put a lot of weight on that left foot. So somebody else is going to have to step up for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
now, the last time we saw Beanland go down, that game, I believe it was against Owensville. That would be when we saw was it Mr. Rye that checked in the game?
Yeah.
I believe it was Braden Rye that checked in last time. We'll see who comes out here for the Mustangs this drive.
Well,
he's out there right now, actually. Braden Rye checked into the game.
We've seen a lot of Eldon running backs, step in that Owensville game that night and just contribute right off the bench. So they'll be all right.
So it's going to be second and short for the Mustangs. 3:41 to go in the second quarter.
Boy, he is. He's going. He's just now to the hash on the other side of the field.
Boy, I really hate that. Like I say, Andrew Beanland, he only has one speed, and it's about 150 miles per hour. And if you're in my way, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got to scoot some of them other kids over on the training table.
Yeah, that's no joke. It is. The trainer's been the hardest working person in the building tonight.
We got one trainer and 3 or 4 kids over there needing trained.
Need some of that Popeye spinach over there or something. But it's next man up for the Mustangs at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 3. I can promise they're still going to run the ball. When we saw Rye last time, he ran the ball just fine.
Rye's going to be just fine.
And Rye will line up to the left of Hess. 2 wide receivers high. Eldon set together. And that's on the defense. I'm all but certain that's an encroachment. And that is Hallsville just going to give Eldon a free first down. That's awful thoughtful of them.
Yeah, they'll take it. I would.
Rye says, man, I walk on the field and we get 5 yards. That's impressive.
That's the best way to back them off.
Serdike Yamaha first down. That ball on the 6-yard line. 3:30 to go and counting. If I'm Eldon, I'm almost taking my time here. I don't want to give Hallsville too terribly much time with the football.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes is a long time for Hallsville.
So new set of downs for Eldon here in the Crown Power Case IH red zone. Hess, handoff, Rye, right up the middle to the left side. There's a hole. He follows it, and they're going to mark him just shy down to the 1-yard line. Left tackle, Hess thought it was in. He was running for the sideline.
Yeah. Use all the time you can here.
I would almost just go under center and let Hess sneak this thing. It's 1 yard.
Oh, yeah.
2:55 to go. 22-8 the Hallsville lead, but Eldon on the 1-yard line threatening to score. They split 2 wide receivers tight.
Yeah, they're foot to foot.
And Hess going to step up under center. Well, maybe. He's calling the play out. He's going to go under center right behind him.
That right side's foot to foot. He's going right.
Oh, yeah. I would be surprised if he doesn't keep this thing. He's going to let that play clock wind all the way down. 2:30 on the game clock. Hess under center, takes the snap, drops his shoulder. Rye comes in, gets the punch.
There you go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Hey, man, you got to give that touchdown to Rye right there, man.
Hess was stood up. He ran into the back of his center, and Rye just came up both hands on the jersey and rode him into the end zone.
Gave him a chiropractic adjustment to get him in there.
I guarantee Hess snap, crackled, and popped on that play. Just like that, it's 22-14. Eldon going to go for 2:29 to play in this first half. So first quarter, Eldon couldn't figure anything out. In the second quarter, they're like, oh, hey, we can run the football on these guys, can't we?
Yeah, this is huge for Eldon right here at the end of this first half.
Can you convert this and cut the lead down to 6? Even if you don't, it's still a one-score game right now.
Yep.
2 wide receivers on the near side. Hess out of the shotgun. No, it's going to be the reverse. One man to Beacon. He stiff arm as he goes into the end zone.
Nice play.
What a play for the Mustangs. Delivering the stiff arm at 2 points. Michael Rugen.
That's beautiful.
I think that's called grown man running right there.
That's great. That's grown man running.
A Hallsville defender tried to make the tackle, and Rugen just set him down. So a big drive by the Mustangs. They cut the lead to 6 with 2:29 to go in the first half. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Car buying has definitely changed a lot. I don't dread it at all anymore, thanks to everybody at Lloyd Bell Automotive. I knew what SUV I wanted. I knew right about what I wanted to pay, but I thought it was going to be hard to find until I mentioned it to the guys at Lloyd Bell Automotive, and they had one here within 2 days. They brought it to me. They made sure I loved it, worked out all the financing. I've never done business like that before. Lloyd Bell Automotive is definitely making car buying fun again, and as a busy mom, I appreciate them very much.
Lloyd Bell Automotive, downtown Eldon.
Well, 22-16. The Mustangs have cut the lead back down to 6 with 2:29 to go in what has been a very exciting first half. Jason, you got an update for us out of Cole Camp.
Yeah, with about last time I got an update, it was 1:11 left in the half, and Versailles had tied it up. I think Bias scored again, and we did not convert the 2 points, so we have a 12-12 tied game, I believe, going into halftime. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know.
That is a very unusual halftime score.
Yeah.
You don't see 12-12 in a lot of games. So Eldon, their defense going to have to hold up. This is the scary part for the Mustangs because you have yourself in a very good position, but Hallsville is a big play team.
Yes. You have to get off the field if you're the Eldon defense. You cannot let them score here.
2:29, you got to hold firm. Also, kind of a weird return formation for that matter. They've got 3 guys back at the 20.
They're waiting on the squib.
Hess. He doesn't give you a squib. He just lays the wood to this thing all the way down. It's bobbled at the 10, finally picked up, and going to be brought to the middle of the field, and the Mustangs converge at the 18.
Big VJ Jones.
My goodness. VJ Jones just hit that man like a tidal wave.
He just tackled everybody.
I don't believe the return man could see anything. VJ had his hands up in the air and just kind of bear hugged him.
Just kind of came in. Yeah.
Poor return man's going to wake up in the middle of the night having nightmares about that. So Hallsville going to start this drive from the 19. Well, we'll say the 20. The tip of the nose is on the 20. I'll give it to him. Good job by the Eldon special teams. What can the defense do? Hallsville going to split out 2 wide receivers to each side. Matheny out of the shotgun. He's got Abe lined up behind him. Matheny takes snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Steps into one and courts it up the right side. Going up catch, could not bring it in. That's a little too hot to handle over the head of Colton Nichols. Nichols has been Matheny's favorite target tonight. So clock stops at 2:16.
Keep it all in front of you if you're Eldon.
That pass, I don't want to say dangerous because it was too long, but if you're going to put air like that under those passes, you're going to give an Eldon secondary player a chance at it.
Yeah. Now, if you're Eldon, you don't really even care about the flags at 6. You just keep them out the end zone and keep everything in front and ride this clock out.
2 receivers high, 1 to the near side. Matheny, handoff up the middle. It is Abe, and he is wrapped up early. He's going to pick up 2 and nothing more as the entire Mustang defense rallied to that tackle. Like a couple kids from the sideline may have been involved. Coach Holt getting up off the bottom of the pile. So 3rd and 8. This is big. If you can stop them here, especially if you hold them to no gain, they got to punt.
Yep. They got time.
But more importantly, you have to get the stop here and get them off field. 2 receivers to each side. Matheny in the shotgun takes snap, drops back. He's looking to that right side, trying to step into it. Eldon getting some pressure on him. Matheny's got to roll it to the right. He flicks it ahead. It's caught close to the first down, breaking a tackle before stepping out of bounds. My goodness, Matheny is just a magician as he finds Xavier Stinson, the senior, just enough to move the chains.
Yeah. And gets out of bounds on that, too, which is tough. Stops that clock.
I mean, Eldon does a great job. They got pressure. They made him get out of the pocket, but just couldn't get their hands on him to bring him down.
But if you're Eldon, you have one objective. You just got to you have 60 yards of field behind you. You got to just keep them out of the end zone.
You have 60 yards and 93 seconds you have to protect it for. Hallsville with 2 timeouts remaining. Trying to see what all the whistling was about, but all right. Hallsville trips wide receiver to the left. Matheny staying in that shotgun. He's going to roll out to the left. Looking to throw to this near side. Eldon hits him as he throws. It's lofted up. And, boy, the corner just misjudged it. That thing was in the air for a while before Isaac Stinson brought it in right on the sideline.
Randy got a pretty good shot there. He's kind of come up holding his kidney area there a little bit. He took a pretty good shot from Eldon, so.
It's going to move the chains all the way up to the Eldon 40-yard line. So Hallsville moving the ball. A good job by Matheny to step in there and deliver that pass. Yeah. Knowing he was going to take a lick.
He did. Boy, he took a hard one, too. You can tell he didn't want to show it, but he was grabbing that left side a little bit.
If the corner could have just taken 2 steps back, he could have at least broke that up. But it's hard to judge those with these lights on. Matheny, handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Rolls out to his right. Eldon getting some pressure there, forcing him to run. He's going to just toss it out of bounds. And a diving attempt at the pick. The Eldon sideline trying to say that he was in bounds, but I think he dove out of bounds to make that catch.
If your coaches aren't trying to sell it, it's too far out of bounds.
Hey, I like the effort by the corner, though. He gave everything, tried to bring that in, and a good job by the DN to get pressure. Was there I thought there was a flag at first, but the ref just resetting the play. So it is 2nd and 10, 1:19 to go in the first half. Hallsville with the ball leading 22-16, driving to the Eldon 40. This is the H&R block, second quarter. It is H&R block of Versailles. Receivers trips right for Hallsville, one to the near side. Matheny out of the shotgun, takes snap, drops back. He's looking right, steps into a throw, middle of the field, and a good catch, dropping with it at the 30. That's going to be right at the sticks, enough for another Hallsville first down.
Yeah, Eldon's not over pursuing anything. They're just playing it safe. Make the catch, we make the tackle. Just get them down.
Problem is Hallsville is moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're getting down there a little quick now.
59 seconds to go in this first half. Hallsville still with 2 timeouts at the Eldon 30-yard line.
Now, is it 3rd down or 4th down?
Oh, it's 3rd and 1. Excuse me. I thought they picked up the first.
Yeah, they changed the scoreboard there.
Quick pass near the sideline. Receiver catch to the 25, up to the 20. Going to be driven out of bounds at the 15. That's my only beef right now. They have went to the same play every 3rd and short. They're splitting them out 2 to each side and running a screen pass to the sideline or a quick out route. And Eldon playing 5-6 yards off the receiver. So 43 seconds on the game clock. Hallsville is timing this out about perfect. You got a bad feeling they could do some damage here if Eldon's not careful.
Yeah.
Ball at the 16-yard line. New set of downs for the Indians. Still 2 timeouts for Hallsville. Matheny takes snap. Trips receivers right. He's going to go middle of the field by himself. Nobody near him. Isaac Stinson with the touchdown.
A little breakdown in coverage right there. That was easy.
So Hallsville grows their lead to 28. They're going to try to make it 30 with a 2-point conversion coming. If you're Eldon, you do have 39 seconds left and 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
But that one hurt. Mustangs will get the ball back to start the second half. Hallsville getting the play call in from the sideline. Matheny going to spread it out. 2 wide receivers to each side. Don't be surprised to see a little slant or that screen pass. Eldon staying in man coverage. Receiver comes in motion. Matheny looking left. No one home. Throws to the middle, and it's picked off by the Mustangs. So they hold on the 2-point conversion. Lead stays at 12. 28-16. Hallsville leads Eldon with 39 seconds to go in the half. We'll come back with kickoff in just a moment. Listening KS95 Sports.
Stepping onto the boat. Pushing off from the dock. Tying on the perfect bait and casting a line.
Grandpa, we got one.
Sharing your favorite hobby. Brought to you by Lake Regional Orthopedics. From total joint replacement to memories that can't be replaced.
My fish is bigger
commitment runs deep. Learn more at lakeregional.com.
39 seconds remain in the first half. Hallsville, a masterpiece of an offensive drive there, getting down the field and burning a lot of clock in the process. However, Mustangs holding on the 2-point conversion, so a 12-point game. Eldon, a chance to get down the field. I don't know if Eldon can kick a field goal. We haven't seen them try an extra point, but if you could have a nice return here, which you got to be careful. Hallsville's shown a lot of trickery on these kickoffs.
Yeah.
But I got to think, if I'm the Indians, I'm planting this one deep.
I'm kicking it deep. Yeah. Eldon's not going to get a shot at the end zone.
Eldon does get the ball back to start the second half. If they could put any kind of points on the board, they give themselves a chance. Jason, what did you just tell me about Blair Oaks and Boonville?
Well, Coach Marshall sent me a text over at Blair Oaks. 14-7, Blair Oaks right now up on Boonville. And going into the half, Blair Oaks had only had the ball 3 times. Boonville is doing everything they can to keep it out of Blair Oaks' hands, snapping the ball with a second, and just they're smart. They're playing Blair Oaks smart, keep their offense off.
And a high kick here from Hallsville. Take it at the 30, and Eldon will just fall on it at the 30-yard line. So with 37.3 to go, that's where the Mustangs will start this drive. That's genius, though. You know how good Blair Oaks' offense is.
Yeah.
What's the best way to limit them? Keep them on the sidelines.
Keep them on the sideline. Yeah.
I remember when we had Jason Ollison as a basketball coach, the 1 year Sacred Heart was just, you weren't going to do anything with them. We knew we couldn't beat them skill-wise. And the first time we played them, they lit us up, hung like 90 on us, beat us by 40 points. He said, guys, I got an idea. We're going to go down there and we're going to run a minute and a half on offense and then end it with a pick and roll and attack the basket. He goes, I bet they come down and shoot the first 3 they get because they're frustrated.
Yeah.
He was right. We lost, but we only lost by like 10. Hess out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right, fakes the handoff. He's under pressure, gets rid of it, hits the running back in motion ahead. That's enough for a first down. That should stop the clock while they move the chains. Great catch by Rye. Chain gang getting up there. Eldon, a good job getting back to the line fast so they can save this timeout. Hess snaps the ball out of the shotgun. Man running free at Hess. He makes the defender miss. Still looking downfield. Hess going to flip it up, give the receiver a chance on the sideline. I believe he was out of bounds. No signal from the official, so I'm going to say that one falls incomplete.
Yeah, one of the coaches caught it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I kind of lost it in the lights and was just going off the player motion there.
But the coach was out of bounds, so you were right.
20.6 seconds left. Eldon 2 timeouts on the ball on their own 40. So if you're the Mustangs, you want a quick hitter. Try to get 10, 15 yards here, use as little time as possible. And if you can give yourself at least a chance at a Hail Mary, I mean, Hess can chuck this like 40 yards.
Yes.
Receivers trips right for Eldon. Hess in the shotgun. Rye to his right. Hess is going to roll to the right, looking downfield. He's going to flip it out to about the 50. Good catch and run. Crossing midfield and enough for another Mustang first down. That catch made.
Good job of getting out of bounds. I can't.
Dakota Collins with the catch.
Yeah.
Enough for a Cerdak Yamaha first down. 11.5 on the clock. Eldon at the 48-yard. They had to burn a timeout. Did he go down in bounds?
I thought he went out of bounds. So
well, it may also be one.
The ref didn't say to wind the clock, so
I wonder if this is just one you've only got 11.5 left. Burn one of the timeouts anyways, because you're only going to get a play, maybe 2 off anyways.
Maybe a little something trick play you got here.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I wouldn't mind spread out like you're going to go for the deep shot, and if you can get something quick in the middle of the field and let them run, you've got enough time. You just got to tell your receiver, hey, if you know you're not getting it, go down.
Tell you what, Hallsville D-backs are doing a great job of covering these Eldon wide receivers too.
They are.
They're all over them. I mean, they're just athletic.
Oh, that is an understatement to say the least. But like I said, I wish I knew if Eldon had any kind of field goal game. You play this a little bit differently if you've got a big leg of a kicker. But I mean, Hess does all the kicking. I don't know. He might be able to.
He can do everything else.
That's why I'd make a bad coach, because I'd be tempted to try it. Be like, Hunter, I know you've never kicked one, but guess what? We're going to line you up for a 50-yard field goal here in a minute.
Tonight in the game, we're going to try it.
Have you ever watched the thicker kicker from Mizzou? I need you to do exactly what he did. This is about where the thicker kicker kicked it from, for that matter. That's crazy to stand next to a field and realize that.
Yeah, that was a cool moment, man.
Oh, we'll see if Mizzou can replicate. They're up at the Dome this week.
Who they playing?
Memphis. They're 3-0 as well.
That's right, Memphis, yeah.
Then after that, they get Vandy. And after Vandy, LSU at the Zoo. There's
have fun there.
Murmurs that College Game Day could come to town if Mizzou's still undefeated.
It was good last time they were there.
28-16, Hallsville lead. Eldon with the ball in the 48, 11.5 to go. Hess out of the shotgun. Receiver strips right. He's got pressure. He rolls away from it, though, running right. He's going to chuck it up, looking for the man downfield, and just barely missed him. The pressure made Hess have to throw it off of one foot. He was looking for Smithson. And Smithson had his man beat, but Hess, that's just a tough throw to make.
Yeah, that's a hard roll. That's a hard throw to make like that. He did have him. But, man, I'll tell you what, he just flicked that thing right up for about 55 yards in the air like it was nothing.
Dude, I'm not sure there's not much Hunter Hess can't do on the field. And Eldon going to take their final timeout, which why not? 4.5 seconds left. This is going to be your last play. I'm really curious to see how Hallsville plays this. Do you line up normal defensively and just drop your safeties a little farther back, or do you do the max protection?
I drop 5 back.
Then
play it safe, keep it all in front, go to the locker room.
Hear me out. What is Eldon's strength? The big boys. I'm running a little screen then. I want my big boys out there running. You want to drop everybody back? Cool. We're going to see how much they can get in open space.
Yes. You drop them back, and if they run it, then you got to come up and close in fast and gang tackle. Well, you just got to get off the field. That's all you got to do.
Well, and for that matter, I'm telling my big boys, hey, if you get into open space, I don't want you to make a block. I want you to pancake.
Yeah, I want a wedge all the way down the middle of the field.
I don't want them shedding a tackle and getting to whoever has the ball. I want you to park them out there in the parking lot. They can come back when the game's done. But we'll see. Eldon has shown a lot of life, though, in the second quarter. I'm really impressed because it looked like Hallsville was going to try to blow them out of the water with an early 2-score lead.
Yeah.
And Eldon has fought back. 12-point game right now, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So let's see what Coach Holt has drawn up on the sideline. Eldon going to go into that choir huddle. Somewhere Lenny Dawson is smiling. 4.5 to go. Mustangs from the 48-yard line. Receivers. Trips to the left. Well, I think. No, there's only 2 of them up there. My bad. I can't count. Pass out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back. Pressure coming from the left side. He rolls out to his left. Going to set his feet. He got to sit down the sideline, and it's tipped around. Did that wind up in the receiver's hands?
Oh, he did. He caught it. Just a little.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how the receiver came up with that. The pass is going to be completed to, what was that at the 5-yard line?
Yeah.
8-yard line? Boy, comes up just short, but what an effort by Hess and the receiver. Big gain. But at the half, Hallsville leads Eldon 28-16. Ivy halftime show coming up in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1991, Capital Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capital Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit capitalmonuments.com for photo samples. Capital Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs and be prepared for autumn leaves. There's something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway 42. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
Racing legend and spokesperson for Como Connect, Chip Thunder here. I tried to use artificial intelligence to write an advertisement for me, and well, yeah, I done fell in love with me.
I love you, Chip Thunder.
See what I mean? I just wanted to write an ad telling people to go to ComoConnect.com and sign up and get award-winning ultra-fast internet, and this done happened.
You're doing great, Chip Thunder.
Well, that's just creepy. If you want internet that you'll love, but not in a weird way, go to ComoConnect.com.
Whoa, Chip Thunder.
Lakefront homes, luxury homes, condos, first-time home buyers, farms, foreclosures, townhomes, villas, lakefront, commercial. First Choice Realty is Eldon's oldest and most trusted real estate brokerage. Christopher Weeberry is a lifelong resident of the Lake area and real estate salesperson. Call Chris Weeberry with First Choice Realty today if you're thinking about selling or looking to purchase a new home. 573-480-2313. That's 573-480-2313.
Back at halftime, it's been a back-and-forth contest in the first half. Well, we're going to have another extended halftime, aren't we? Everywhere we go, they have those.
I know. That's something.
They must think we got lots to talk about or something. It's the Hy-Vee halftime. Sean Colton Taylor, Coach Jason Vansel with me. We got Aiden hiding back there in the corner. Aiden, wave hi to the people. And Mark Sidebottom back at the studio engineering tonight's contest. Also, a special shout out to our producer, JT Girl. JT was kind enough to basically find all of my information this morning when he does the morning show. He sits there and he just prints out paper after paper of stuff that I may or may not ever need. And, you know, it's quite handy. It makes it seem like I know what I'm talking about once in a while, even when I really don't. But it was a fun first half. The first quarter, Jason, it really looked like Eldon was dead in the water. They couldn't get anything going. They turned the ball over multiple times. But then something sparked, and it's like they remembered, hey, we're Eldon. We can probably run the football.
Yeah, Eldon, you can get them down, but they're a tough team, man. They're cool under fire. We saw them get down to Owensville that time, and they keep coming back. I guarantee you, I have a feeling this will be a close game by the end. Just also because every game we've worked this year, Colton, this game down to the very end.
Very true.
So it's kind of we've got a trend going right here. So Eldon, they die hard. If they're going to die, they're going to go down hard. So I guarantee you they're going to get this thing back close. It is going to be tough with the running back hurt. I'm not going to lie, man. Beanland, that's a tough loss. I haven't seen him back.
Rye's done a good job in there, and I will say that he runs hard. The thing for me that stands out, though, is before the game, when I was talking to the defense coordinator, Coach Davis, he told me that one of the big things is the speed of Hallsville, and he said, you know, it's going to come down to can we keep them in front of us. I thought Eldon has done a good job for the most part of keeping that speed in front of them. The big plays have come whenever Hallsville was able to make a insane catch and turn the corner.
You know, the one touchdown they had, they literally took it out of the Eldon kids' hands.
Yeah.
And, you know, you take that away, this is a team that you're showing scores. They're running up 50 points a game or whatever it is. You know, you take away that one score, Eldon's done a pretty good job considering how high-powered this is. But man, you got to have an answer. You can't have the ball on the ground, 4 times? You can't have the penalties. It's just the little things Eldon's done that's kind of hurt themselves. So,
well, that's the big thing for me going forward is, like you said, it's a high-powered Hallsville offense. They have 28 already at that. You know they're coming out looking to put up more points second. If I'm Eldon, my goal is to see how long I can make Hallsville sit on the sideline and watch me play football because I want to run it. I want to get 5 yards a chunk, and I just want to enjoy the second half that way. I want to see your quarterback sitting over there watching.
Yeah, and when they get down in the red zone, man, they got to finish. You know, that's kind of when they got down there, then they get pushed back or penalties. 3 fumbles on one drive down inside the 20, I believe it was. You just got to clean up the little things, and Eldon will be fine. They're not out of this game by any means.
Well, I mean,
what were the Owens? I think it was down 10 going in with like 3 minutes left or something like that, and still came back.
I was trying to get some updates from around the area. You can check out MoSportsZone.com, California and West Plains at the half. Camdenton and West Plains. I misspoke. The Lakers leading that one 24-0 over the Scissors. Scissors at the half. Lebanon leads Waynesville 28-0 at the half. Osage in California. That one also can be watched on MoSportsZone.com or listen to on our sister station, Cool 102.7. That game's a battle. California leads Osage 10-7 at the half. And from our last report, you had Versailles and Colcamp all tied up.
Versailles, last report, that's 12-12. So.
It's a battle over there and a big game for both of them. But at the half, it is 28-16 right now. Hallsville leading Eldon. Eldon will get the ball to start the second half and has shown a lot of life on the offensive end. But we'll talk a little Mizzou football and maybe even some Kansas City Chiefs when we come back in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated Block Advisors office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your tax, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843. 573-378-5843.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay. Plus, benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan and bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Back at the half right now, you're watching the Eldon Marching Band. Boy, they put on quite a show out there.
They're good, man. That's a good band.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they got 3 directors going right now.
What are those things they got? Is those microphones out there? What are those things that stand? I'm not very smart. So
I don't know. They might be.
Stands out there. I don't know if they're cameras or.
I bet they're cameras. Maybe this is streaming somewhere else as well. Maybe it's a laser light show about to happen or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They came out initially and were talking. I thought they were about to do a Prince tribute or something, the way the guy with the electric guitar was talking.
Now you're talking. It's Purple Rain going out here.
All right, I will debate this with anybody. I know there have been a lot of really cool Super Bowl halftime shows, but my top 2 were always the Michael Jackson halftime show was a good one, but Prince in the desert.
It was the one.
They had an interview with him backstage. I guess they had practiced it all week. He's on that glass stage. He has 6 different electric guitars he's going to play, and he's wearing heels because he's Prince.
Yeah, and it starts raining while he's playing Purple Rain, and I'm thinking, man, this is it.
They went back there before because they didn't think it was going to rain.
Yeah.
And they told him, Mr. Prince, it's raining out there. What do you want us to do? And his reply was, can you make it rain more? I'm like, dude, you're a different kind of performer.
I always got made fun of by my friends. You like Prince? Are you kidding me? You don't look like a Prince guy. When I got my radio stolen out of my truck when I lived in Springfield, that was how I had ID at the police station. Is mine's the one with the Prince CD in it.
That's amazing.
I got made fun of a little bit.
I love that. Did you have a Jerry curl as well?
I did not. I just pretty much just wanted my radio back in my Prince CD.
I don't blame you a bit, man. Like I said, I'm hit and miss with Prince, but I will openly admit that dude on a guitar was like none other. He could put on a show.
Yeah.
Odd dude, but he knew how to perform.
Yeah, I didn't want to be his friend. I mean, I just wanted to just play.
Oh, my goodness.
Too weird for me. I'm weird enough.
It is the Hy-Vee halftime show. We're discussing Prince because why not?
Yeah, I mean, there we are.
That's how it goes.
You said we got off topic, but we're way off of that.
That's what we do, man. Speaking of other topics, I was very happy. We've been saying the name Matheny all night, and it's giving me nightmares because Mike Matheny was the Cardinals manager for so many years, and he was absolutely awful. And I was so happy because as a lifelong Cardinals fan, I got to see the great Adam Wainwright the other night. He got to win 198 in May. He went 11 starts without winning another game. He knocked off 199, and then he went full vintage Uncle Charlie at 42 years old. 7 scoreless inning, gave up 4 hits total, came out with a 1-0 lead on the Brewers. And I was joking at home. I was like, listen, if a pitcher comes out and gives up a run right now, he might not make it out of the stadium safe. It was that bad. And they brought out Hallsville at the end of the 8th. He faced one batter, and I am not a big fan of Ollie Marmol. And Marmol has had this bad habit this year of, you faced one batter in the inning, I'm going to have to pull you and get it up for closer. Well, I thought he was going to do that again with Hallsville, and I thought, man, Ollie, if you want any chance of keeping your job, you better leave him in. And he did. Waino got to win 200, and I mean, he's only got 1 start left in his career.
Sure.
He's doing a concert after it, for that matter. The guy during COVID picked up playing the guitar, and he can actually sing a little bit. And so at Busch Stadium, he's going to put on a concert.
Why not?
Yeah,
why not?
It's going to be interesting to see him go. But he'll have a statue out front someday, right next to Yadier Molina, and they might even give that Albert Pujols guy a statue. He was kind of good at baseball too.
I heard of him. I heard about him.
Yeah, he was. I think they had him up in Sedalia at one point in time when he was still playing travel ball, and they claimed he hit one in Memorial Park that they lost in the trees. So it's just like one of those, you see the home run start climbing, and you're like, I don't know where that went.
Yeah,
but
that one's in Marshall.
It's still actually orbiting if you look out there now. But Mizzou in action tomorrow. Mizzou starting off the season 3-0. They are the second most voted team just outside of the rankings. They knocked K-State out of the rankings. I was impressed with both Brady Cook, who I have doubted all year long. The dude twisted his ankle, came back in, and balled out. And that Mizzou defense didn't look that bad.
No, they did good. I mean, I didn't give them much hope, honestly. No. I'm not being negative about it, but I mean, I'm just a realist. But, man, I was really surprised. I didn't get to sit and just watch. I had NCAA football all day. So I was watching on Ken Chamberlain's phone in the press box when we was there working. And every time I checked the score, I'm like, we're still in this. We're still in this. We're still in this. And then, of course, the one time I get up is when a kick happened. So, yeah, I had to go fill a water jug. They screaming at me. They just kicked the 61-yarder. Yeah,
what a wild finish. Well, Memphis comes in 3-0. They haven't really played anybody, so I kind of take that with a grain of salt. But there are the murmurs once again that if Mizzou could get through Memphis, you turn around and play Vanderbilt, who I don't know if Vandy's ever been good at anything. It's just, it seems like they just like to sit there at the bottom of the SEC.
They're like us. They're good at academics.
Oh, well, that's nice of them. And then after Vandy, LSU, who there is a chance that if Mizzou would stay undefeated and get to LSU could be a top 5 team. Mizzou would have to be ranked by then, I would think.
And you would have momentum going into that thing and home field advantage. And who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Well, the big thing is they're talking about bringing College Game Day to town, and I love watching Pat McAfee on College Game Day.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was born for TV.
Oh, yeah.
He lives it up, so I would love to see it. And if Mizzou, if that could be the one.
Was it Oklahoma the last time they came? Or was it all the way back
was.
to KU back in the day with Chase Daniels?
Oh, it might have been.
I know it was the largest game day crowd in history, they said, when they came to Mizzou.
I bet it was KU.
So
when KU was ranked in the top 10 as well. The one that got Mizzou to number 1.
Yeah.
I bet it was because they tore down the goalpost after that game.
That place went crazy again. Their game day, it was a huge crowd. I remember it was the largest they said they ever had.
That was such a weird season because for that 1 year, KU's like, hey, we're going to be good at football.
Yeah.
And then we're not. But like for this 1 year, we're going to be really good. I think they had
Mangino back in the helm back then as a head coach.
They may have had like Aqib Talib or someone like that at corner. And oh yeah, that 1 year they were really good. And Mizzou's like, yeah, we're going to put an end to that. So just come on to town.
Yeah, you're a basketball school, remember?
Yeah, stop it. I keep waiting for the year. Speaking of basketball, so Mizzou basketball signed the number 17 player in the class of 2024 today. They have now moved up to the number 1 ranked recruiting class in the class of 2024.
That's crazy to me. I mean, I know this Gates doing great, but like, how do you get the number 1? Like,
because he walked in and everybody's like, oh, Mizzou just picked somebody to fill the role. And he's like, no, I'm here to demolish all of your hopes and dreams. All right, we're a real basketball school.
Yeah, I don't know. No offense to Mizzou, but it's like, how are you getting that here to come to Columbia?
You know, the best part is, you know where he came from? Arkansas. We stole the number 1 player in Arkansas from the Razorbacks.
Well, that's always a good deal.
Which this is now twice because Mizzou has a big man this year.
Big man.
Oh, a big man. I was trying to think. It was a 2-name school that he played for last year. They're a perennial tournament team. That is terrible that I cannot think of the name. But nonetheless, he led the nation in blocks last year, like 3.5. He averaged like 11 or 13 and 10. And I was like, man, 7-footer. No, he's 7'5".
That's not bad.
That's not bad. When was the last time Mizzou had a real big man? And then I'm pretty sure in that class of
Gary Leonard.
I think John Sunvolt. And in the class of 2024, I'm pretty certain that they have a 7-foot, 300-pounder coming up that's playing like a prep school ball right now. And I don't know what's going on, but keep giving us Kansas. They keep scheduling that KU game, and you know when KU signed the contract, they're like, oh, we get to beat up on Mizzou every year. Wait, are they actually getting talent? Is this not going to be a cakewalk anymore?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just glad that game's back. We need to get it back in football as well, but that's just me.
Well, if you listen to the crowd every football game, I mean, they quickly tell you how much they miss KU. I turned the radio on while they're playing K-State, and I turned it right on as Mr. Brightside is playing. Yeah. And the announcers just go silent long enough to let the chant happen. They're like, oh, we're just not going to filter that one over the radio, are we?
That football game, that's history right there. I mean, some people lay claim to the fact that well over 100-plus years ago, that game against Kansas was the beginning of the homecoming tradition. Wow. That's where supposedly homecoming originated, was Mizzou. And I think it was a 3-0 game against Kansas is what kind of started out. Now every high school in the country does it. I think there's a couple other colleges lay claim to it, but Mizzou's had one of the strongest claims to that. But that's a pretty cool thing because everybody knows what homecoming is in their hometown. So I want that game back.
If you can re-spark that rivalry with Kansas, which they're trying to do, I would argue it is one of the greatest rivalries in college sports.
Yes.
I mean, because and I'm not condoning this, I want to be very clear, but how many times did we see that game throughout the years come to fisticuffs in the middle of it? And I'm not just talking players. You had fans fighting fans.
I love fair football, but, man, I like a good fight, too. I'm not going to lie to you. I love to see two teams get after it with a little ugliness, bitterness, and just get after it and play. That's what sports is all about, man.
And
rivalries, that's what they're all about.
And a reminder, we're at the half. It's an extended halftime here at Eldon. Hallsville leads Eldon 28-16. Eldon will get the ball to start the second half. I remember vividly my senior year of high school was the end of Mizzou and Kansas sharing a conference, and they played twice that year, of course. And when Kansas came to the zoo, Mizzou, I mean, you know, they had to make a comeback to win that one. They made a comeback, and I want to say that it was Kim English just started putting daggers in from three. And then they went to Allen Fieldhouse and silenced the place for a while. They were up like 15 in Allen Fieldhouse and let the Jayhawks rally. And Kansas won that one by just a couple. Mizzou did win the last meeting between the two that year. But that win in Allen Fieldhouse for the Jayhawks was so big because they wound up getting the 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. We got the 2 because of it. And we had to face off with Norfolk State.
Norfolk State. I was at a football clinic and just almost collapsed when I watched that game. I could not believe it.
Mizzou showed up and forgot how to rebound. And I don't understand how. We had Ricardo Ratliff, Steve Moore. If we'd have just had a Lawrence Bowers, we'd have been set and ready to go.
Was that Carroll? Was he on that team, Damari Carroll?
I think he was gone by then.
Was he gone by then?
I think that was a couple years after he graduated. But we are getting ready for the second half. We'll come back with more insightful commentary about something that has to do with something. Who knows what it'll be? You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Your hometown lumberyard and proud high school football supporter, High Brothers Lumber. High Brothers Lumber prides itself on knowledgeable customer service, on-the-spot instruction, being family-owned and locally operated for 44 years. And at High Brothers, we have the biggest delivery fleet and nothing less than premium lumber. Let the quality be the difference that brings you the win at High Brothers Lumber, located on Highway 5 South. High Brothers Lumber.
Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our Vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Lori, and Ashland. Our Vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our Vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
Thinking of buying or selling your property? Call the local experts from RE/MAX Lifestyle, selling everything from farm to lake. The Ronette Edgar team is the best at selling all the different styles of properties in our diverse communities. Ronette, Kelly, Kim, Christina, and Tessa make it easy, guiding their clients through the process from start to finish. Put the #1 real estate team to work for you today. Give them a call at the office at 573-569-4388 or cell phone at 573-378-9601. Sacalaris Ford in Versailles is proud of their growing customer base. When a customer and their family has bought 18 Fords from the Versailles location, you know the team is doing something right. The Versailles Ford Store sales department customer viewpoint is 100%. That means that every new vehicle sold, the customer is literally 100% satisfied. Sacalaris Ford in Versailles is big enough to serve you and small enough to care. For brand new Ford products, Ford certified pre-owned, service, tires, and Ford parts and award-winning customer satisfaction, it's Sacalaris Ford of Versailles.
Teams getting warmed up out here as we're getting ready to start the American Sun Control third quarter. Mustangs going to get the ball first to start the second half. If you're Eldon, you got to be on the lookout. I know you're planning, what are you going to do on this first drive? How are you going to ground and pound? How can you get things going? But you can't look past the kickoff. Hallsville has shown they will use some trickery, and I would not be surprised to see a weird squib or an onside kick to start the second half.
I wouldn't put anything past them at this point. They have literally showed almost everything. They're scary. They're a scary football team. I guess I forgot how good they were since I haven't been focused on the Tri-County as much here lately since Versailles has left the conference. But, man, I forgot that Hallsville team is good. And Matheny especially. it's good to see him back.
I did not get a chance to talk with Coach Conyers this year. I spoke with him last year. He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
He is one of those guys, you want somebody to lead your squad into battle, pick him, because he personally believes they can beat anybody, any given day, any field, and he will pull out all this crafty stuff. He has a very vast football knowledge. I was trying to remember, he coached bigger schools before coming to Hallsville, and I
He was
can't
Battle, I believe.
I think that's right.
I believe he was Battle.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. I'm in a group chat where I've been texting score updates, and so is somebody else, which I don't mind. I just need to know if I need to text him or not. But this is going to be huge. Well, they just threw 2:30 back on the clock for some reason, so this has now become a 22.5-minute halftime.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, well, it's a beautiful night for football.
28-21 Blair Oaks over Boonville right now with 10 minutes left in the third.
That is mind-boggling.
Boonville is playing out of their minds right now.
Boonville, I mean, you keep it within a touchdown of Blair Oaks, you're just begging them to make a mistake.
Another Tri-County score, Southern Boone, I believe they are up on Quincy. I'm assuming it's Notre Dame. I'm assuming it's Quincy just across the state line up there in St. Louis. But they were up. I can't find the score, but they were up as well right now, 14-7 or something like that.
You know, shout out
21-8. Sorry, 21-8.
21. You know, everybody has like a voice of reason in their head. My voice of reason lately has been Chris Weeberry over here in Eldon. It's like you have kind of an angel and a demon on your shoulder. I don't know which one he is, but he's been texting me all my life advice and basically guiding me through my turmoil. So, Chris, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for being there when we need you most. But, well, we're going to get back to playing football eventually. I'm just not sure if we're going to hit the 30-minute mark on this half.
I don't know what we're doing. We had the band play a song, and I didn't see anything else. This is the longest halftime in history. I could have went home and took a nap and came back.
Well, hopefully that's given the Eldon O-line the time to rest up a little bit. And like I said, I'm not trying to sound mean. I don't ever want to say, you want to be too violent or anything in a high school football game. But I just feel like when you're talking about the O-line, you can talk about it a little differently. So I'll just say it as this. I want to see the Eldon O-line bully somebody.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Your boys up front got to be a little angry and just got to feel like some D8 dozers trying to clear space.
One thing, you're right. And one thing that is troubling, though, is if you look over there to your left, you're watching Greenland on the back of a cart get taken out of the stadium. I don't know where he's going, but he's got crutches, and it looks like he is probably going to get checked out at a hospital.
I hate
that. That's a tough sign right there if you're Eldon.
I really do hate that. Andrew Beanland runs the ball with a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and a lot of speed. And he's going to be missed. But I will say, not to try to, not a shot at Beanland or anything. They're going to miss him. But it's next man up on this Eldon offense.
Got to move on. Yeah, if you're Eldon, you just got to move on. You don't have time for all that. You got to just get going.
And the next man on the list for Eldon, that is none other than number 25, Braden Rye, a junior running back. He's 5'7", 165. And from what we've seen of him this season, we saw him against Owensville in the fourth quarter, and we've seen him here in the second quarter. He fills the role very well. He is a fast runner. He's a strong runner. And I think Eldon, I don't think they'll miss a beat with Ryan at halfback.
Well, he's got it all thrown on him because with Hardy down, you have Beanland out. That's tough because Hardy really has just been more of just out there as a decoy and really isn't moving very well at all. So he's going to have a long second half.
Here we go. An opening kickoff, and Hallsville actually going to kick it off. That's new. Eldon going to let it bounce. It's picked up at the 12, up 15, middle of the field. Going to have to try to turn the corner, get to the outside. Juke move up to the 20 and taken down at about the 22. Great coverage by the special teams of Hallsville. A very late flag comes out at the spot of the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Is it possible a face mask, maybe?
Maybe a face mask on Beckman there. I'm not sure.
I can't think of what else it would be. Was that Beckman on the return?
Yeah, that was Beckman.
Well, that is a gift from the Indians indeed, as that will move. That should be a 15-yard penalty, I would assume. I always get mixed up.
They always are now, I think.
Are all
the 5-yard variety? I think is a thing of the past.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I need the NFL, high school, college to all just accept the same rules. It'd make my life easier. Also, I need somebody to trade with the Chiefs to where we can get the number 1 or 2 overall pick next year. Have you watched Marvin Harrison Jr. play football?
Yeah, a little bit. He's all right.
That man is the most talented player I've seen since Randy Moss, and that is saying something.
Yeah.
Like, he may be better than his daddy.
Yeah, that's saying something.
So Eldon going to start this drive from the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, 2 receivers high. Hess out of the shotgun. Rye to his right. Takes the snap. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Drops back. Looking to air it out downfield. Gets the man in stride at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Wow.
One play, 73 yards for the house call.
There, Eldon.
Jalen Beckman. My goodness, Eldon needed 18 seconds to come out and score on the first play.
Man, that is big right there. I know it's big on the scoreboard, but just momentum-wise, that is huge.
Talk about, Beckman ran it perfect and just a beautiful catch, turned the afterburners on. But Hunter has dropped it right in the bread basket. That was...
Threw it up there where nobody could catch it but Beckman, and off to the races we are.
Boy, we've got a football game in Eldon tonight. Mustangs lining up for two. They can't go 73 yards this time.
No.
Two wide receivers out to the left. Rye to the left of Hess out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Hess going to roll to his right. He's got the man. Oh! They had the big O lineman report as eligible. Tried to get it to him on the rollout, and it hit him in the hands. He couldn't bring it in.
VJ. Tried to throw it to VJ in his hands and back out.
You know VJ wants that one back. That's every lineman's dream to get a shot at that.
But you're Eldon, you got it back to 6 points. Despite all the things that went wrong for you and all the things that went right for Hallsville, you're in a pretty good spot.
So I'm sitting here thinking, VJ Jones, he doesn't actually play on the O-line, I don't believe. I don't think
he did in games before, yeah.
Okay, my bad. I was trying to remember. I knew he lined up on the defensive line.
He's got an eligible number because he's wearing 40 tonight. So
that's right. They moved him over to tight end. My bad. Because of the loss of the tight end, they moved VJ Jones over to tight end. That's where I'm getting mixed up at. So, VJ, that was a great route, and Hess put it there. But like I said, he's not used to that. Those big guys up front. I know as a lineman, once again, you probably always wanted the football, but it's a little different when they're throwing it at you.
Well, you better catch it or you're going to go back to that tackle position. That's usually how the coach does that.
Now, with that being said, I think the Chiefs have a receiver hiding in the weeds. Donovan Smith's got hands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love the look on his face, though. He catches that thing and just freezes like, Patrick, I'm not supposed to have this, dude. I wanted to see him just take off with it. I know he wouldn't count, but that's a big old boy if he gets rumbling.
Sure.
What's it going to take to see a Creed Humphrey touchdown? Mullet flapping in the wind as he's stiff-arming and juking people.
I love watching those guys when they do get to score. They can't even spike it right.
I saw Pat McAfee had Travis Kelce on a show and asked him about punting it into the crowd if he'd get fined. And he said, if I do, I will. And Pat said he loved it so much, he'll pay for the fines. He said, I want you to try to punt it out of Arrowhead next time, and I'll cover the fine.
I loved when he did that, man. He does not care.
Oh, not El Travador, not with that mustache. All right, Eldon to kick it off. 28-22. We've got a ball into the It goes off the Hallsville leg. Mustangs got it. Line drive off the Hallsville player. Bounces back to the Mustang. How do you even do that?
Well, that front line was going back, and that front line's got it in short, make sure the kick.
Michael Rugen dives. The accuracy. He just drilled him with that line drive kick.
That couldn't have been any more perfect.
Do you feel that in the air, Jason?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Did you just feel the pendulum swing just now?
Did you just feel Hallsville go, wait, what happened? We were up 2 scores to start this game and dominating.
Yeah, they had all the momentum when they scored right there with 30 seconds left in the end of the half.
Yeah. So
it's gone.
Right at midfield, Mustangs starting this drive on the 50-yard line. Hess and shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his left. Rye lined up to his left. It's a handoff to Rye, running to the right. He's got a good gap. Gets to the first down marker and more. Driving to the 35-yard line. 15-yard gain on first down. A Serdike Yamaha first down for the Mustangs.
Rye's picking up right where Beckman or Beanland left off right there.
Well, I'm telling you, these big boys from Eldon, I don't know what they got told, but I think it was if they're in front of you, flatten them.
Sure. That's why all these running backs always work for Eldon, because all their 5 up front are really good.
Oh, and the running backs are told, don't shy away from the hit. Somebody's going to tackle you. Cool. Make them think twice next time.
Get in behind them big guys' butts and go.
Hess, handoff. Rye up the middle. He cuts back to the outside, creates a little space.
Nice.
Takes on a tackler, dives forward. It was going to be stopped for a loss, but instead he turned that into a nice 4, almost 5-yard gain.
That brings up a little second and a long 5. That gives you a lot of options as a coach on a play call right here.
And you're already seeing a few players some hands on the hips for Hallsville. I'm telling you, it's deflating.
It is. This is a mental game right now.
I hate to use this terminology, but Eldon kind of just came out to start the second half, punched Hallsville in the mouth.
Long halftime kind of allowed them to kind of do a little planning.
Ref kind of backed it up on second down. Hess, he's going to fake the handoff. Hits the receiver on the slant right up the middle. That's going to be close to a first down, just shy. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain on 2nd and 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. It was Beckman with another reception. Beckman's having a big start to the second half.
Well, like you said, next man up. And here we go. You got Ryan Beckman already making big plays. So
beautiful thing for the Mustangs. It's 3rd and 1. You don't care. It's 4-down territory.
Nope.
And the way you've been getting chunk yardage, you feel pretty good about this. I wouldn't be surprised to see him run it right to the right side there. And it's going to be a quick handoff. Rye, he runs straight into the Hallsville defenders. They met him at the line of scrimmage, but a good job by Rye. He pushed forward. I think we've got another face mask.
Another face mask right there.
And I think Rye had the first down anyways.
Yep.
He trucked that pile forward. But, yeah, that flag, the way where the white hat threw it out, I think that's got to be a face mask. So the first half, it was Eldon making all the mistakes, and now Hallsville a little careless. And that it is a – so is that half the distance to the goal?
That's a 15-yard variety right there.
And
that hurts.
That's a Serdike Yamaha first down right into the crown. Power Case IH Red Zone. Don't look now, but the Mustangs are threatening to take the lead.
You wouldn't have thought that just a few minutes ago. My Lord, this has changed.
They came out, they fumbled it, they missed open guys in the end zone, they allowed big plays, and here they are on the 14-yard line threatening. Hess out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers high. He's got Rye to his right. Hess takes the snap. He's going to hand off. No, he keeps it, eluding the pressure, throws on the run, and he did a good job. Oh, they're going to late flag.
That face guarding, is that a call at the high school level?
I think they're going to, is that going to go down as pass interference?
I think it has to.
The receiver got laid out in the end zone for Eldon, and I think
he
that's
never made
another
an attempt
penalty.
to look at it. It was sort of like face guarding.
Had his back to the quarterback.
I'm not sure if that's a high school thing, but it sure looked like that's what it
We're
was.
going to talk it over. I mean, yeah, if you don't make an attempt on the ball and you lay the player out as he goes to make a catch, that seems pretty cut and dry. Whitehead going to walk out to give us the signal. And that is the call, pass interference. So move the chains again. What is that? I don't know how that works once again in high school ball. Is that half the distance to the goal?
I'm not
14,
sure.
Or?
They all run together on the rules.
I need to get a printout one of these days.
It's good for Eldon, is all I know.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down, and technically it's 1st and 6. They can get another first down, but they're all the way at the – well, we're calling it first and goal. They're on the 6-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left. Hess in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a handoff. Rye up the middle. He cuts back. Follows the center. Right up the gut. Stretches forward about to the 5. He'll pick up a couple. That'll bring up 2nd and short. So, yeah, it's about 2nd and 2 here. They can get a first down at the 3-yard line. If I'm Eldon, I'm not even getting fancy here.
I'm just pounding it.
Yeah.
And if it takes me 4 or 5 plays, get the first, I'm running that clock and I'm pounding it.
I'm asking my O-line who feels strong right now because we're following you. 2nd and short. Hess in the shotgun. Rye to his right. Handoff. Rye running right to left. Follows the guard. Splits the gap and jogs into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Just like that, we are all tied up here at Victor Field in Eldon.
That was a nice job right there, and Eldon literally wanted to let Hallsville know who's got the biggest dogs up front right there.
There is nothing pretty. They are not trying to win any beauty pageants. Our big boys are going to move your big boys.
Body language. Hallsville had a couple kids that didn't want no part of that. They just kind of stood there, which tells you they might be getting a little tired already.
All tied up. Eldon looking to take their first lead of the game. Tied at 28 apiece. 8:57 to go. 2-point conversion coming up. Hess takes the snap. Handoff. Rye running right up the gut. He drops his shoulder trying to move the pile. Dives forward. Good. He's got it. Mustangs take the lead. We said at halftime Eldon had to come out and put points on the board or we were worried it could get ugly. It did get ugly and nasty and physical at the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what Eldon wanted.
Yeah, it did. And ugly towards Hallsville. I mean, they are whooping on them right now. They got a whole new breath of life in them right now.
This looks like a different Eldon squad. We're going to take the break. 30-28. Eldon leaves Hallsville with 8:57 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home and hometown business.
And what a start to the second half for the Mustangs. We are in the American Sun Control third quarter. And American Sun Control, it's been Eldon Mustang Control. They came out, scored on a 73-yard house call in the very first play from scrimmage start the second half, and then drove down the field after recovering a line drive kickoff that bounced off a lineman of Hallsville. Eldon then just matriculated down the field with some good old big football before pounding the rock in and converting the two-point conversion. And just like that, it's 30-28 Eldon.
Yeah, that kick, I don't know if they meant it or not, but that may end up being the biggest play of this entire game because everything changed.
We'll have to remember that. We give out a play of the game, a Como Connect play of the game, and I think right now that's the front runner. Eldon, a little trickery. They're trying the onside kick. Will it roll? It's not going to go far enough.
It went 8 yards.
They're blowing on it. They're trying hard, but I love it. This is a different Eldon team.
They're playing to win.
I was just about to say, the first half you felt like they were playing not to let Hallsville beat them.
Yep.
Now they're playing to try to beat Hallsville.
Yeah, they don't want Hallsville's offense back out on that field, you can tell.
But now Hallsville, they're going to have some favorable field position to start this drive at the Mustang 48-yard line.
Now, if Eldon can get a 3-and-out right here, now it's on. That will be huge.
That may be easier said than done with Matheny running the show out of the shotgun. 2 receivers high. One comes in motion. Matheny takes the snap. He's going to pitch to the receiver running right to left. Mustangs try to take the edge, but he finds a hole up to the 40. Pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Strong running. Once again, it's Colton Nichols.
Yeah, Eldon's corner comes up and pushes it all, makes it all go back inside, but there's just nobody there. Then Eldon's backers got to get out there quick. They're just a little quicker than Eldon's linebackers.
It seems like every time they need a big play, Colton Nichols' name gets called.
Yeah.
And that's a new set of downs for Hallsville at the 35-yard line of Eldon. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. That is Abe. He gets to the 30, cuts back at about the 26-yard line. He's finally brought down, and that will just about move the chains. It's going to be about a yard shy of a first down, maybe?
I think so.
Mark up 2nd and 1. I keep waiting. Eldon, they're just looking for that one turnover.
Yep.
Hallsville taking their time getting the play call in here on 2nd and short. You can go to just about anything at the Mustang 26-yard line. 2 receivers high for Matheny, 2 receivers low for Matheny. Takes the snap. Doesn't even move his feet. Goes out to that quick pass to the outside. Hits the receiver for a first down. That ball hung in the air for a moment.
Yeah, that hung a little bit long, man. That almost went back the other way.
That's the one that if I'm the corners for Eldon, I'm watching. He keeps going to that one of these times. If you time it, you can jump it.
Yep.
But instead, it's going to move the chains ahead to the Mustang 22-yard line for a new set of downs for Hallsville. Reminder, if you're listening to this game right now, you can watch it at mostsports.com, but you're listening to tonight's broadcast, KTKS for Sales, Eldon Lake of the Ozarks, 95.1 FM, also online at lakeradio.com. Snap, handoff right up the middle, cutting back is A, breaks a tackle, and another as he trots into the end zone. Eldon held the lead for a few seconds, but Hallsville has answered to retake the lead, 34-30. We might just have an old-fashioned shootout here at Victor Field.
Well, I thought it might get close. It did. That's just how they go for us.
Yeah, if you want to see a competitive football game, call Jason and I. We show up, I promise. Both teams are going to play well.
Yeah, it'll come down to the last play.
So a big 2-point conversion here for Hallsville, trying to at least stretch it back out to a 6-point lead.
Yeah, this is big right here.
Hallsville going to go with that bunched formation, trips wide receiver to the right, one high, threatening a screen possibly, but that's usually when they show and fake something else. It's going to be a fake handoff. Looking to throw middle of the field. Did he squeeze it in?
Oh, he got it.
How did he make the catch?
I don't know. The Eldon defender was right there.
Going down to get it. Xavier Stinson is the senior receiver. So give Hallsville credit. When they need a play, it's one of the Stinson brothers or it's Colton Nichols making it happen. And, of course, it's all ran by Braden Matheny back there at the helm. Hallsville 2-point conversion is good. They lead the Mustangs 36-30. 7:46 to go in the American Sun Control third quarter. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
And we're back with 7:46 to go in the American Sun Control third quarter. Hallsville answering Eldon's offensive onslaught that they've had to open this second half with a touchdown, a 2-point conversion of their own as they retake the lead 36-30. We'll see if the Mustangs have a reply.
Well, you got to give Hallsville credit. After 2 straight touchdowns by Eldon and their offense off the field that whole quarter, they stepped right back in there and went right down the field and did what they've been doing. So they didn't panic at all. They just took care of business.
Boy, we are seeing all the offense here tonight. 66 combined points already. And it's going to be a little squib kick right up the middle. Takes a bounce. Eldon picks it up and moving forward to the 30. But kind of a late tackle there.
Yeah, a little bit extra there at the end. I don't know if...
But no whistle on it. And a good job covering that one up and getting out of bounds by Drayden DeLong. So the Mustangs will start this drive from their own 36-yard line. And I think what we just saw there from DeLong is huge. You got to be telling your players it's not about hero ball right now. Don't make mistakes. The way they're running the football, if you can play a clean half, you give yourself a good chance of winning this game.
Yes, you do. Exactly.
Mustangs have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Eldon 37. 2 wide receivers high for Hess. Rye to his left. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Rye running right to left, following the guard. Good job getting ahead, pushing all the way up to the 45-yard line. 8-yard scamper on 1st down.
Yeah, great job by Eldon line. You got a guard out there pulling right in front of him the whole way, leading the way.
I was going to say, was that the left guard that pulled?
Yeah, I believe, yeah.
And Rye just put his hand right in the small of the guard's back. It was like, I'm going to stay back here. They might not see me, and I think you want to hit somebody.
Something like a hand shield. But that is a tremendous job by Eldon's guards. And I've thought that this whole season of pulling and getting upfield to that second, third level.
That's not an easy skill to do, especially at the high school level.
At the high school level, it's not.
Eldon splitting 2 wide receivers out to our near side. Pass out of the shotgun, takes snap, fakes the handoff, going to go screen pass. And it was a forward pass that rolls out of bounds just a little too far. He was trying to lead the receiver there, looking for Jalen Beckman, who's had a very active third quarter already.
Yeah, he's done all right this quarter, hasn't he?
But if you're the Mustangs, no harm done. You're still 3rd and short. And the way they're playing, yeah, you'll go for it on 4th down if you need to.
If you're Eldon, you can get that right there, that 1st down if you need to.
Eldon going to go to that heavy package again, it looks like. They're going to put 2 wide receivers out to the left. Going to put Rye to the left of Hess in the shotgun. Handoff. Rye running left to right. Sheds a tackle, dives forward, enough for a 1st down. A Serdike Yamaha 1st down.
That's going to be comforting to know if you're Eldon, that if you get in any kind of 4th and 3s or any of that, you're always going to be able to pick that up for the most part.
Now moves the chains. Eldon now at their own 48-yard line. 6:45 to go in this third quarter. Mustangs trailed by 6, but driving. Last we heard out of Versailles over in Colt Camp, they were trailing the Bluebirds.
18-12.
Receivers high. It's going to be a screen pass quickly out to the sideline. Receiver trying to make a man miss. Able to fight for some yardage. Dive forward. Gains a couple.
Second 8 there.
Excuse me, that was Beanland with the reception.
Beanland?
Yeah, more specifically, Evan Beanland.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Not Andrew.
We've had a miracle.
Yeah, like I said, thinking about you, Andrew. Hope you're doing all right out there, buddy. Whatever the injury is, hope they get you patched up quick.
That young man was playing his tail off before he got injured.
Yeah, there was a fire lit in that boy tonight, to say the least. 2 receivers out to the left. 2nd and 8 for Eldon. Hess in the shotgun. Gives it off to Rye. Rye trying to find a hole on the right side. Looked like they were going to get him for a loss, but he's able to squeeze through a little small hole there. Dives forward, picks up a yard. It's up 3rd and 7 for Eldon at midfield. So this, once again, a big 3rd down for Eldon. You want to get at least a chunk of this.
Yeah. And I'm about done just saying Eldon's a running team because they have done a great job throwing the ball. I mean,
you've got a dual threat quarterback back there. And it's one thing to have a quarterback who can throw, but Hess has shown he can throw precisely.
He can throw good, yes, without a doubt.
So here we go. Eldon going to put 2 receivers out to left. That play clock dwindling down, though, down to 1 second.
And they call timeout, I think.
A heads up by Coach Holt as he was not going to take a delay of game in this situation with just 5:04 to go. So instead, it's Lloyd Belt automotive timeout with 5:04 to go in the third quarter. We'll take the breaks well. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
deposit checks anytime, anywhere. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With mobile deposit, you can enjoy the convenience and ease of depositing your check simply by taking a picture of the check while using your mobile phone or tablet. It's fast and secure, and it saves you a trip to the bank. Sign up today and see how we can make your life easier. Member FDIC.
Hometown bank, a hometown friend.
Back in the third quarter, 5:04 to go in the American Sun-controlled third quarter. The Mustangs with the ball facing 3rd and 7 at the Hallsville 49-yard line. Eldon has shown willingness to go for it on 4th down, especially when on the Hallsville side of the field. And with 3rd and 7 right now, if you're Coach Holt, you don't have to get it all back in one play.
Nah, just be patient. If they can just get 3 or 4 of these yards and get a 4th and 2, they can pick that up.
You know, sometimes at the high school level, you can have one player that's almost like a trump card, to where even when the other team does everything right, you can still break down their defense. And I think Hunter Hess is that guy. You always have the option of letting him roll out, and if there's nothing open, let him make the play. Hess in the shotgun, one wide receiver out to each side. Rye to his left, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back to throw, quick slant, caught in the middle. Nice. First down Mustangs. That was a bullet. Yeah. Down to the 36-yard line of Hallsville. Michael Rugen with the catch, the Serdike Yamaha first down, and Hunter Hess didn't give him a choice. He said, Rugen, I'm going to put this in your rib cage. You're either going to catch it or it's just going to stay there.
Catch it or it's going to stick in your belly button.
Rugen didn't even have to use his hands. Hunter Hess, from what I've heard, quite a pitcher. They say he throws in the 80s.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good baseball player.
4:39 to go. Eldon just doing their thing, matriculating down the field. 1st and 10. It's a handoff. Rye running to the right. A flag comes out. This one's going to come back after a nice 7-yard gain. I think they got the Eldon line for holding.
Yeah, I think they caught that right side tackle over there holding.
You know, as many running plays as we've seen tonight without a hold, I'm not going to fault Eldon too badly for that.
I mean, that part of the game's been pretty clean for them. I mean, as far as that goes, they're a good line. They're an excellent offensive line.
Coach Holt probably over there going, you know, you can't hold them if you pancake block them, right? Like, just it's hard to hold them when they're on their back. Well, I didn't realize it was a 10-yard penalty. I was thinking it was 5 for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough.
That's painful.
1st and 20. That backs Eldon up to the 46-yard line of Hallsville. Hess in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his left. Right to his left. Takes a snap. It's going to be a screen pass out to the left side. Up to the 40. Trying to make a man miss. Stretching forward to about the 36. Good job running with the ball for the Mustangs. Jalen Beckman. My goodness. Get the ice bath ready for him.
Yeah, got about half of it back.
Yeah, nice 9-yard gain on 1st and 20. So I like that. If Hallsville's going to play back and give you that much space, you can just run.
Well, they're giving these other receivers a lot of leeway, man. They're giving them about an 8, 9, 10-yard cushion sometimes. Just take what they give you and get a field.
Eldon has no problem using all 4 downs, so if you want to give them 9 on 1st, they'll go right back to the well on 2nd, try to take a chunk. Hess in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. It's a handoff, Rye. And no, excuse me. Who has the ball?
That was something weird. Is that Dakota Collins?
I am very confused.
I'm not sure how he ended up with the football.
I really don't know either. That is Harry Hess Houdini out there who just made the ball appear in Collins' hands, and he took it all the way down to the 29-yard line.
I don't know what I just saw.
I don't either. I'm going to have to go back and watch the film at MoSportsZone.com. By the way, you can watch this MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube. All I know is it's now 3rd and 3 for Eldon.
And how much time have they taken off the clock already?
Most of the quarter.
I mean, seriously, they've ate this whole thing up.
I'm just still trying to figure out how Collins got that football.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't know if it was intentional or not.
2 wide receivers to the right. Hess in the shotgun takes snap. He's going to keep it. Runs to the right, squares up, tries to cut back, stretch forward. He's going to be close, but marked just short. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
Yeah, you're Eldon.
I can tell you what happened. Hess tried to cut back. He stopped his momentum. I think you can go back to a play like that, and you tell Hess you don't stop. If you get there, drop your shoulder, go forward.
I go foot to foot, and Hess is under center, and we go. You tell them what we're running. I don't care.
Yeah, if it comes down to that, and it's our big boys versus your big boys,
Eldon will win that battle.
Stop us from getting our 27-yard line. Eldon with the ball, 2:20 to go in this third quarter, trailing by 6, facing 4th and 1. 2 receivers out to the left. Hess is going to stay in the shotgun. Quick snap. It's a handoff to Rye. He's got a hold. He tripped. He got the first down, but had he stayed on his feet, he'd either be 10 yards farther downfield or sitting in the end zone right now.
He's mad at himself on that one. They're probably all laughing at him in the huddle.
I honestly believe Rye was so ready for the impact of the getting hit that when no one was there, it just threw him off. That's Sir Dyke Yamaha first down. Eldon up to the 23-yard line of Hallsville. We're under 2 minutes to play in the American Sun Control third quarter because Eldon has just done their thing. This is the most Mustang football drive I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
First and 10, the 23. Two wide receivers out to the right. Hess takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to roll right, thinking about throwing, has to flip it off his back foot, and the receiver.
Whoa.
Is that a late hit? Or what's the I didn't see the flag come out. What was that for? It's in the backfield near Hess.
It would have to be on the defense because there's no way he was intentional grounding or anything like that.
No, he was throwing in the vicinity of the receiver. The receiver slipped. Personal foul. That's going to be roughing the passer or something like that. A little bit of a late shot on number one.
If you are Hallsville, that has got to anger you, which I can see one of the coaches down there just screaming.
I mean, I get it. Trying to stop Hunter Hess is frustrating. But that's enough to move him into the Crown Power Case IH red zone. Eldon at the 11-yard line, first down, trying to tie this thing up at 36 apiece. Two receivers to the left. Hess in the shotgun takes the snap, handoff, Rye, left to right, runs up the middle. He takes a big shot, finally gets put down. He'll pick up a couple ahead to about the 9.
It don't have to be pretty. Just get a couple and keep that clock rolling, man.
And I think things are starting to get a little chippy down there.
I think so. Well, that's what ground and pound football does to you after a while because Hallsville's getting tired. That wears you out.
Absolutely. And if you're Eldon, that's what you want to see.
Look at them Hallsville kids right now. You got one with his he's down. They're getting beat up a little bit. This is Eldon football right here.
They're saying welcome to our game now.
Yeah.
Two receivers out high. Right to the right of Hess. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick throw on the slant in the middle. It's caught. Fighting for the goal line.
Touchdown.
Stretches out.
Oh,
touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice. That's a great drive by Eldon.
Jalen Beckman. Who else? On the slant, Hess puts it right on the numbers. We're tied up at 36 apiece. You gotta love it. Eldon just gives you a daily dose of thump, 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 and then finally, we'll throw a quick little slant when you're not ready.
Well, Hallsville hits you with the headshots, but man, Eldon just loads you up with the body blows, and that's what they did on that drive. That Hallsville defense is tired right now.
You gotta wonder, a lot of those kids play both ways too. How's that gonna affect the Hallsville offense? Eldon going for two, trying to regain the lead. That's in the shotgun, and we get a false start.
I think we're gonna bring that back.
Or delay. Maybe a delay
I think
game.
it's a delay game.
Yeah.
Eldon's had a little problem with that tonight.
We've seen both teams with some careless mistakes. So that's going to back Eldon up. Instead, 2-point conversion now going to go from about the 8-yard line. Once again, Eldon trying to retake this lead. They're tied at 36 apiece. I mean, Eldon putting some points on the board. Hallsville, we knew they were a big-time scorer. Eldon showing they can do it as well. Two receivers out to the right. Rye lined up to the right of Hess in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to roll right. Hess is going to keep it. He cuts back inside. Cuts back out. They get him by Zengis. He stretches for it, and they're saying no good. Man, he was close.
Man, he gave it all.
Hess stretched out. He couldn't have been more than half a yard short, so Hallsville's defense stands. That penalty was huge. It's tied 36 apiece with 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. We're about to the quarter break, so we'll go ahead and hold it here. Boy, this is a fun one, Jason.
Yeah, well, you knew it would be. You knew it would be.
These are two teams that know each other well, and we kind of joked in the pregame about, opposite styles and how would they collide. And we've seen it. Hallsville, I would say over half of their points have come on big hitters. Whereas Eldon, okay, they had the 173-yard score. But for the most part, it's been, let's run the ball, let's run the ball, let's run the ball, and then maybe we'll hit you with a slant.
It's more of a blue-collar effort on the Eldon side. But, Colton, you got to give Eldon a lot of credit here, man. This is the most resilient football team you could probably ever see around here. I mean, they get down by double digits, and they just keep clawing and fighting and scrapping, and they're right back in it again.
I also want to throw out there for Eldon, your starting wide receiver and safety, he's injured. And the only time we've seen him in this game was as a decoy. Your starting running back, who was absolutely gashing the Hallsville defense, is injured as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking a shot at Rye. He has filled in very, very well
Yes, he has.
for the Mustangs. But, I mean,
That's a lot to lose still.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've lost a lot of players.
And at the end of the day, and you were down 2 scores before you even got through the first quarter, and here you are tied at 36 apiece in your house before the third quarter's even up.
Yeah.
That's not counting the onside kick that was recovered, the fumble you had. I mean, this is an impressive showing, to say the least, from the Mustangs.
Without a doubt. They're a gritty football team, man. That's fun to watch.
You got to love that Tri-County action. So here we go. Eldon to kick off. Hess. Little hopper right up the middle. Bounces picked up at the 35, and the player just going to take a knee at the 36.
Yeah, I think there's certain people on that Hallsville return, they do not want getting the ball. So
I would say you're right. That's one thing about Hallsville. They have their stars, and the stars have mainly carried the load tonight. That being players for them like, of course, both of the Stinson brothers. We've seen Matheny at quarterback doing most of the work, but he's been delivering it to the Stinson brothers as well as, oh, that's awful, as I completely forget his last name, Colton Nichols. That's what I was looking for.
Done a great job. Now, this is where Eldon has had their trouble. You have to get the defense off the field. You have to get the stop and get off the field.
2 receivers. It's going to be a screen pass from Hallsville. Eldon sees it coming. They try to corral him on the outside. He cuts back into the 40, and my goodness, a mean tackle by the Mustangs at the 40. So a good job holding him to a 5-yard gain.
That was a muggy. That's what I think that was.
That had big play written all over it, and Eldon decided they weren't okay with that. I like that, though. If you're going to tackle with purpose.
Yeah.
This is probably the last play of the third quarter.
Oh, a little indirect snap.
Yeah, and rolling to the left, takes on a tackle, breaks through up to midfield. That's going to be a big gain, first down, for Hallsville as they move the chains. The direct snap to Colton Nichols. And I don't know if Hallsville will try to get a play off here or not. 12 seconds to go in the quarter, and
I think they'll pray the end of it.
I would think they just let the quarter expire. I don't know. The coaches are doing the stanky leg on the sideline.
They might have another trick one in there somewhere.
And no, that's how the quarter's going to end. I think that was just some fake stuff on the side, see if you get the Mustangs to do something. So at the end of 3 quarters, we decided absolutely nothing. It's 36 apiece, 1 quarter to go. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant wants to invite you to join them for a casual lunch or family dinner out for authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles and Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover. Or you can check out their new location on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletics.
Just about ready to start the 4th quarter of play. The Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company 4th quarter. Go see Handy Andy and the boys for all your lumber-based needs. Plus, ask him about football. Old Handy Andy knows a thing or two about the game as well.
Old Mooner, I talked to him in the store the other day. He loves all that radio time you give him.
Boy, he's fantastic at it. I'd say he's so good this morning, I was supposed to put him on the country sale. I tried to give him a call. I had the wrong phone number. While I was trying to find the right number, he just skipped it, called into the country sale himself. I didn't even know he was on. So Hallsville with the ball at the 50-yard line, tied up at 36 apiece. Neither team cares about the field goal post or that they're even there. They only know about the end zone. Can Eldon get a stop? Or is this going to turn into who has the ball last? Out of the shotgun, it's going to be a handoff, running left to right, using his guards. Eldon, a chance to make the tackle, but spinning off and breaking ahead is Abe. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That's going to be another Hallsville first down. Eldon had a look at him. They could have stopped him at the line, but he was able to spin off and pick up some more.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think, what is that? Is that Beckman over there on that far side? I think, yeah. Man, he came up. He was in the right place. You just got to break down and make that tackle.
That is Abe Elfinish, and he's done a great job for him tonight. Some new set of downs at the Mustang 39-yard line. Matheny and the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left. He's going to go back to that little screen play, following the blockers to the 40, 35 ahead to the 30, hitting the Jets at the 20, head and out of bounds at the 15-yard line. They have got the Mustangs with that all night. Colton Nichols, I think it's to the point if I'm Eldon, I'm just watching number 7. Where's he going?
Yeah, where's he going? You got to account for him every single play. It's too easy.
Hallsville in the red zone now. The Mustang 18-yard line. Eldon's defense going to have to stiffen up here. Receiver strips to the right. Matheny in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off on the left side. And running right through the tackle, ahead to the 14-yard line. Once again, that is Abe Elfinish. Nice little 5-6-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, that Hallsville line does a good job of staying on the defenders, and all they can do is reach for them with arm tackles, and that's just not going to get it done.
Going to have to get a little stronger up front. You know, if they're going to beat you over top, you can't let them beat you at the line as well. Going back to trips right, full spread out package, 3 high, 2 low for Hallsville. Matheny back there by himself. He's going to bring Elfinish in motion left to right. Overload on the right side. Turn, faking the screen pass. Instead, he's going to throw the slant. Puts it too high. Almost picked off. That was almost the mistake the Mustangs needed as he was looking for Zach Jarrett and threw it too high. I think the corner was more worried about breaking up the pass, which is what you want him to do.
Well, that was the play that they had wide open and scored that touchdown on earlier in the first half. It just came wide open. So Eldon had somebody there that time.
Good to see the Mustangs looking for it. So 3rd and 4 for Hallsville from the 13-yard line of the Mustangs.
They like those little slants underneath like that.
Boy, they do. We've seen both squads utilize that tonight. 2 receivers to left, 1 high. It's going to be a handoff on the right side. Following the guard, cuts back. Good move by Elfinish, shaking off tacklers as he trots into the end zone. Hallsville with the touchdown, regaining the lead. They go up 42-36. I say again, these 2-point conversions are bigger than ever now.
Oh, mercy.
That may be how this game goes. Who can convert 2-point conversions? Which team hits 60 first? I don't know.
We might be in for that.
I mean, it's not out of the question that we could see 90 combined points tonight. So Hallsville going to go for 2 because, once again, neither of these squads believe in field goal kickers or extra point kickers. Receivers stack trips right. Matheny takes snap, fakes the handoff, looking for the slant, and it's dropped. It was there.
Bad penalty.
No.
Mercy.
Boy, you positively hate to see it from the Mustangs. 2 players kind of getting into it down there. And Eldon broke up the 2-point conversion. Now, is that penalty after the play?
I think that should be assessed on the kickoff.
Okay, so, I mean, you don't get another look at the 2-point conversion, but you do have to keep your head in this kind of game. So Eldon gets the stop on the 2-point conversion. Hallsville leads 42-36, 10:56 to go in this Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company 4th quarter.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Mustangs.
Oh, no, they're going to say roughing the passer, so they're going to call it on the play.
Oh, my Lord.
I thought it was after the play, personally.
Well, it was. It was after everything was over and when he shoved him.
Oh, that is tough for Eldon.
That is tough.
So now you got to hold stout again, as this will put the ball on the. How far up is that moving? Is it the 4-yard line? I think it's on the 4-yard line, the 2-point conversion attempt now for Hallsville. Yeah, that was big. You got the stop on the 2-point conversion, but now you got to do it again because of a roughing the passer penalty. Would not be surprised to see Hallsville just hand this one off.
Hand it off or hit an inside slant. They got a little tight bunch to the right there.
Matheny with Elfinish behind him, and, well, whistle before the snap. What's the problem? I'm not sure what the issue is down there. Something wasn't set right.
I don't know. I don't think it was a penalty of any kind.
This has been the longest extra point, 2-point conversion, whatever, in a while. Matheny out of the shotgun, takes snap, hands it to Elfinish, running to the right. Eldon gets there. They stand him up. Mustangs stop the 2-point conversion not once, but twice. That could be a huge factor in this game.
Yeah. Good job by Eldon to make up for the penalty.
So Hallsville takes the lead 42-36, 10:56 to go in this 4th quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
A big stop on the 2-point conversion by the Mustangs. It might not seem like much now, but now if Eldon can drive down the field and could convert the 2-point conversion, instead of being tied up, suddenly Hallsville's playing from behind again.
Yeah, if I'm Eldon, man, my offensive line's got to come up big right now the rest of this quarter. Drive this thing and eat that clock down, and we got to score.
If you're Eldon, you got to have ball security too.
Yes.
I saw that as an issue. You can't have those little plays. I know things are getting chippy down there, but if you're the Mustangs, you should be feasting on that right now. Like, oh, you're getting aggravated because we're blocking and hitting, you're running the football. Good. Have some more of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what Hallsville does on this kickoff. We've seen trickery all night long. Mustangs seem to be on their toes and ready for the kickoff. Going to be a little squib, high hopping under the sideline. Does it go out of bounds? It goes out of bounds.
Man.
That was going to be big for either team.
Yes.
Hallsville had a shot at that recovery.
Yeah, they're seeing that little hole right over there. They can pop it right into that little hole. And Eldon, not going to lie, I think those kids were thinking it was kind of like a punt. We'll just kind of let it lay around here. You got to get on that. That's a live ball.
But that went out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Eldon I think they got a little break on that.
Yeah, so the Mustangs will start this drive from, I believe they're on 45.
They got good field position.
At least 45. Yes, it will be the 45-yard line. Trailing by 6, 10:55 to go in this Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company fourth quarter. Last we heard out of Versailles, they were trailing by 6 over in Cole Camp.
Still the case as well.
That really shocks me. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Hess in the shotgun. Rye to his right. Snap, handoff Rye, running to the left, trying to turn the corner. He does so, ahead to the 50, 45. Rode out of bounds finally at, I believe, the 40-yard line. Make that about a 15. I'm sorry, that's a 17-yard gain for Rye on first down. Serdike, Yamaha first down.
Nice job.
Well,
no,
boy, they spotted that way differently where that ref was walking.
43, yes, they did.
I mean, it's still a great run to the 43 and a first down, but I thought it was up to the 38, but still 10-yard run. Nothing to be ashamed of there. I just love that, once again, Eldon is not sugarcoating what they're doing.
No.
We're going to go heavy package, and our big boys are going to create space.
Everybody watches film on everybody, so you're not going to have no secrets.
2 wide receivers to the left. Snaps taken. It's a handoff. Rye running up the middle to the 40.
Nice
head to
job.
the 35. Took the corner with him. Gave the corner a piggyback ride all the way up to the 36 or 34-yard line.
Young man is doing a great job stepping in with some big shoes.
My goodness. I think Eldon's got him a 2-headed monster at running back.
Well, they have great running backs, but once again, that front 5 is where that is all being done.
Eldon is running a rotation on the O-line right now, where they are trading out at the right tackle or right guard spot. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I think they got one. He rolled his ankle. He went down on the sideline over there. He's hurting pretty good.
Well, you hate to see it, but it's nice that they've got some players that can fill in and not miss a step. 2nd and 1 for Eldon. 35-yard line. Takes the snap. Rye running. Left side, following the guard. Big hole, goes to the 30. Pushing ahead to the 25. Stays on his feet. Taking him to the 20. Hallsville, you need more kids.
Oh, my Lord.
He took him all the way to the 20-yard line. They started hitting him at the 30.
I'll tell you what, that Eldon offensive line just caved that whole left side down.
My goodness.
That was an excellent job of blocking.
Hallsville wants a timeout because they're confused if they just tried to tackle a running back or a Buick. We'll come back after a break. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
Fourth quarter, 9:54 to go. The Mustangs trail by 6, but they are driving with purpose all the way into the Case IH Crown Power Red Zone after another Serdike Yamaha first down. And there was nothing pretty about it. It can be summed up by saying Braden Rye said, "Get out of my way or come with me. I don't care how many of you there are. We're going for a first down."
Yeah, that was an excellent job of keeping your feet moving, and that gets your team going right there. That kind of effort, that gets your line pumped up. They love that kind of stuff.
It's like you said, the whole left side of the line.
They did. They came in all down.
It looked like Moses splitting the Red Sea. I mean, it opened up. Rye saw daylight, got ahead of steam, and the poor secondary of Hallsville tried to jump on his back, but that kid looked like he was, could squat 350, 400 pounds in the gym, no problem. Two receivers to the right. Hess is going to keep this one. Runs to the right. A little bit of room. Takes on a tackle at the 15. Kind of drops his shoulder and falls forward. Nice little 4, almost 5-yard gain on first down.
And who, if you're Eldon, do you want the ball in the hands of, when it matters the most? We've seen this before in Hess's hands.
Well, I don't want to use the word luck, but Hallsville got a bit of a break there. I think Hess, if he thought he was going to get hit a little more and tried to turn to take the contact, if he'd have stayed square, I'm not positive he wouldn't have rolled right off that.
I think he'd have bounced off and kept going.
But that's all right. Still a nice gain on first down, making it second and about 6. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Heavy formation to the right. Rye lined up to the left of Hess. Takes snap. It's a handoff. Rye up the middle. Hallsville managed to get through. The ball come out.
He should be down. He should be
down. The player was down. Had to have been down. He was sitting there, and the ref on the far side is saying that he was down, then the ball came out. So it will be 3rd and 6 for Eldon.
I believe that was Abe Rhodes that made a nice play for Hallsville on that there D-line spot.
I say again, it's 4-down territory for the Mustangs. You don't have to get it all here, but you want to make it 4th and short.
Yes, very short.
Let's see what the Mustangs have in store. They've been pretty good on 3rd and 6 thus far this game. 2 wide receivers out to the right, heavy formation to the right. Rye lining up to the right of Hess. He's going to send 2 guys in motion, heavy to the left now. Takes snap. It's a handoff to Rye.
I don't think they were set.
They weren't, and Eldon had the look there. They were going back to that left side that's been so effective for them, following the tackle and guard.
Man, that hurts.
That really does. It makes 3rd and 6, 3rd and 11. Don't get me wrong, I still run a similar play if we're being completely honest. They've been getting 7, 8 yards every time they look at the left side.
Yeah.
So this is a big spot for the Mustangs, trailing by 6 with 8:19 to go. Now on the 21-yard line of Hallsville, facing 3rd and 11. Don't have to get it all, but you got to get some of it. 2 wide receivers to the left. Rye to the left of Hess in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, looking at the screen. No, now he's going to go for the corner of the end zone. Overthrew the man. I get it. You take the big shot there, but now you're facing a 4th and 11.
I don't know. That's not what I'd have done, but it is what it is.
I think they were hoping they'd catch Hallsville napping. They didn't. I believe, was that Evan Beanland they were taking a shot for in the corner? That was. But a good job by the corner for Hallsville to recognize Beanland running that go route. So this is it. This is huge. I mean, this is not the game, but this is pretty close for Eldon. They've struggled to stop Hallsville tonight. Can you get 11 when you need it most? 4th and 11 for the Mustangs at the 21-yard line. Trailing by 6 with just under 8 minutes to play. Little confusion from the Eldon offense. Play clock down to 1. Hess takes the snap. Drops back, looking left. Under pressure, he's going to roll right. Linebacker stepping up to keep him from running. He's going to throw. Nearly had it at the 4. He was looking for Beckman, but a good job by the corners. Beckman went low to make the catch. They broke it up. It's a turnover on downs. Boy, Jason, that shows you how big those penalties are.
Oh, man, that's man, if you're Eldon, you got to be sick to your stomach.
Eldon went from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11, and it completely changed the play call.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just going to keep it on the ground and run behind the left tackle and guard, and instead they had to air it out. Made all the difference. So now it's up to the defense. You're still only trailing by 6, but you have to find a way to get Hallsville off the field.
You got to get off the field, man. You have to do something.
It's going to be a handoff running to the right side, and a lot of room there for Abe. He's got a first down up to the 40, finally ridden out of bounds at the 45. Abe Elfinish with a big run and a new first down for Hallsville all the way out to the 42-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, the corner for Eldon's doing a good job of cutting and making him cut back in, but there's got to be people there. You got to have people scraping over to take care of that. He's just too fast.
If you're Eldon, you have got to win the battle on the edges right now. You cannot let them run on the corners.
Yeah, these Hallsville backs are just a little bit quicker than the Eldon linebackers.
Matheny staying in the shotgun. Hands it off to Elfinish on the left side. Makes him stutter step, trying to get to the outside. Eldon's there, but not before he drops his shoulder at the 50. Driving the Eldon corner all the way up to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, and another first down. Eldon looks a little deflated defensively right now.
Yeah, I got some kids out there bent over.
Which this is not the time to have that. It's still a 6-point game. If you get them off the field, you're fine. You have plenty of time to get a stop.
You got to get to the ball, and you got to get there as a team and rip and strip. You have to generate a turnover is all you got to do to get that thing back.
7:13 to go in this game. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for Hallsville. It's a handoff. Running to the right. Elfinish, he runs into his own man. Eldon stands him up in a tackle back at the Hallsville 47-yard line. 6-yard loss on first down. That is what they needed. You want to make Hallsville throw this football on you. They want to run it and run some clock. You've got to set the tone at the edge.
Allison just had a pick and score. 24-18 Versailles with 2 minutes left.
Oh, my.
Big Ty Allison getting it done.
Do not get in his way on that return.
No, I'm sure they all decided we'll just sit that one out.
That's probably a good life decision. 6:30 to go. Hallsville facing 2nd and 16 on their own 47. Matheny in the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to each side. Trying the hard count. Nobody bit. Quick throw to the outside. It was thrown high. Did the receiver hold on to it? No, he dropped it.
That was a great job.
Corner set on it. When the receiver tried to high point it, he got blown up by the receiver, by the cornerback.
Yeah, you got to either pick that, knock it, or you got to drill him.
This is huge right now. 3rd and 16. Clock stops at 6:20. If you're Eldon, you cannot give up the first down here.
You can't.
I think if you can stop them, especially if you hold them to minimal to no gain, Hallsville would have to punt.
It's a 3rd and long right here. If you give up this first down, that will be so deflating. I don't know if you can come back if you're Eldon.
This is huge. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Matheny in the shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff. No, they are going to stay on the ground with Elfinish. Cuts back, middle of the field. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that's going to leave him with 4th and 6, almost 4th and 7 at the 48.
Well, this is where they've always been dangerous, right here to this wide side of the field with a screenplay.
I cannot believe they're going for it. I really figure if you're Hallsville, you'd want to just put a good punt out at about the 10 and make Eldon go 90 yards.
Pooch it and tell your kids to run down there and down that thing inside the 5.
But instead, huge play coming for Hallsville with under 6 minutes to play. Are they going to burn a timeout?
I think so.
Refs are whistling something.
I don't think it's a player's or a team timeout.
It's not. It's the official didn't like the football.
I think we got the wrong football in there.
I see. Okay. I didn't know there was a right and wrong football.
Yeah, it's probably Eldon's ball. They probably play with little kicking balls because they run it anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 4th and 7. Biggest play of the game to this point. Under 6 minutes to go, 5:48 Hallsville with the ball, leading by 6. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Can Eldon get the stop? They've really loved to go to that quick out pass. Corners from Eldon, they've got their heels on the first down marker or first down line right now.
You better know where Colton Nichols is right now, number 7.
Matheny in the shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking for Nichols. No, instead he goes the slant in the middle of the field. He knew everyone was looking for Nichols.
Yes.
So he went to Isaac Stinson in the middle of the field and picked up the first down.
That's just a great job, Colton. That's a great play call. That's just
he
a
sold
great
it.
job.
He looked right at Nichols, made everyone bite. Nichols has got this Eldon defense so many times.
He is in their head. That was a great job by Hallsville.
Man, that is, you just got to tip your cap. They know how to use the slant. And I got to tip the cap to the offensive coordinators of Hallsville on the sideline. The dance moves I've seen to call plays are elite.
Yeah.
Trips wide receivers to the right. Matheny in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, handoff. Left side, patiently running is Elfinish. He's brought down at the 28, 4-yard gain on first down. Clock under 5 minutes now. Once again, Eldon, still enough time, but they have to get a stop. If there's ever a time to knock a ball loose, pick them off, anything, it's now. Hallsville going to be extremely patient getting the play calls in and getting to the line of scrimmage.
No hurries here.
Matheny getting the play call in. Play clock down to about 10 seconds now. No problem there, though. One wide receiver lined out to each side. Heavy package. He's got Elfinish, lined up behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off. Elfinish on the left side, trying to get to the outside. Eldon waiting for him, and he gets up to, they're going to say about the 21-yard line. He'll pick up a few, but that'll bring up third and short. He did go out of bounds, which I would say the Hallsville coaching staff saying, please don't do that.
Yeah, that's not what you want if you're Hallsville.
Third and 4. Eldon needing a stop. 4:10 to go, trailing by 6 here in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company fourth quarter. This has been an absolute battle between two very talented teams. Hallsville taking a lot of time to get the play call in again. Play clock down to 6 seconds. Trips wide receivers to the right. Matheny takes the shotgun snap, goes to the screen pass. Eldon's there. It's Nichols, and what a tackle! Big tackle for a 1-yard loss on 3rd and 4. They were waiting on him, wrapped him up. They get Colton Nichols for a 1-yard loss. It's 4th and 5, just under 4 minutes to play. Here it is. I'll say it, this is the ball game.
Right here.
Can Eldon keep Hallsville from gaining 5 yards?
Watch the slant.
Last time they faked it to Nichols and went on the slant. Hallsville going to run this one down. I almost wonder if they'll run it down and burn a timeout. It kind of looks like what they're planning on doing here. Play clock down to 7, not even close to lining up. Game clock down just under 3:30, and the timeout will be called. So Hallsville going to get a look on 4th and 6 with 3:23 left in the game, leading by 6. Can the Mustangs get a stop? Find out when we come back. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
This is the game. 3:23 to go. 4th and 6 for Hallsville on the Eldon 28. Jason, you got an update from Versailles.
Yeah, Rich Williams sent me a message, and David White both. 24-18 Versailles. We came back late. We won it and ended the game with a big sack. So congratulations to Versailles.
So does that get Versailles to 2-3 on the season?
2-3.
2-3.
And is it Clinton, I believe, coming up next?
Yes, we will be with the Tigers next week in Clinton. Listen to that game right here. All right, here's the ball game. Trips receivers to the left. Matheny in the shotgun. 4th and 6 at the 27. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looking for the slant.
Again.
I don't understand it.
You know what's coming.
Exactly. They went to the same well over and over and over again.
It's a slow motion car wreck. You see it, there's nothing you can do.
So that's going to move the chains for Hallsville. New set of downs. I mean, Versailles. Eldon could still get a stop, but there's not going to be a whole lot of clock left. They do have 2 timeouts. They're going to have to start using them soon, as Hallsville now down to the 20-yard line. And they are using every bit of play clock before the snap. Going to line up 1 wide receiver to each side. Matheny in the shotgun. Abe lined up behind him, takes snap. It's a handoff. Abe running to the right, patiently trying to get to the corner. Stood up. He gains 2. And before he's put down by the Eldon defense, Eldon going to burn the timeout, stop the clock at 2:40. So once again, Eldon can use their timeouts and get the ball back. It's going to be probably a minute and a half, give or take, to play if they can get the stop and get it back. But still, you can give yourself a chance here.
Yeah, they have a chance. It may be small, but it's still a chance.
Boy, this is just a tough one for the Mustangs. That one penalty was huge when it was 3rd and 6.
Oh, mercy. Yeah.
42-36. They have shown they can put up points, especially with the injuries they went through tonight, having to rotate players through. We'll see. But yeah, that's a nice win for Versailles. They go back to conference play next week with Clinton. I don't know much about Clinton, but From what I understand, I don't necessarily think they're, quite as big a dog as, say, Butler was.
I don't really know. We used to play Clinton a lot back in the days, but that was before Clinton went through some change. They always used to play in a tough conference. They never had a great record, but they always played really tough teams. So I don't know. Clinton is just one of those things you just have to play them and find out. So.
Well, it'll be a fun matchup next week, but we've got a fun ending here, 42-36. It is Hallsville leading by 6 in what has been an absolute dogfight tonight here at Victor Field. Eldon needs a stop. It is 2nd and 9. Hallsville with the ball, 2:40 to go. Each team down to their final timeout. Alone in the shotgun is Matheny. 2 receivers out, 2 each side. He's going to keep it. Runs to the left. Eldon gets there, brings him down. He's going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line. Eldon calls the timeout as he will lose a couple. He really had to fight back to only lose 2.
Yeah.
So they're going to mark him at the 19, a bit of a generous spot there by the officials.
Good job by B.J. Jones on that. Showed some wheels after getting hurt earlier in the game.
Excuse me, they will mark him at the 21, so that will bring up 3rd and 11. Now, this is interesting for me. If you're Hallsville, do you stay on the ground to keep the clock moving? I think I personally would.
I think probably so.
Because if you run this ball, let's say they do stop you and bring a 4th and whatever, you can run the clock down below 2 minutes. And with Eldon's style of play and no timeouts left at that point, you're asking a lot of the Mustangs to go a long ways in a short amount of time.
No, I would agree. Just run it, take care of the ball, keep Eldon pinned down here.
And if you're Eldon, it's very simple. Don't let him get 11 yards. If they put it in the air, pick it off or knock it down.
But how disciplined is this Hallsville team? My Lord.
They have
got it dialed in, man.
It's a group of seasoned leaders. I mean, Matheny's a junior. Stinson is a junior. His brother Xavier Stinson is a senior. You go to the running back, Abe Elfinish is a senior.
It's fun to watch kids when they play this high school game at a high level like this. It's really fun because these kids are doing some amazing things. Watch the slant.
Colton Nichols, a senior as well. Nichols out there in the middle of the trips right, but also 2 wide receivers to the left. They're going to put Matheny back there by himself. I'm sure he'll bring Elfinish in motion. And that is the case. Wants to get a look at this defense. It's going to be zone from the Mustangs.
Watch the screen.
Well timed by the D tackle. They get a little pressure going up the middle of the field. Did he hold on to it? Man, you can't even be mad at that. They took a shot at the end zone. The corner was there, got his hand in there. It's just... what a catch.
Slant after slant after slant. Man, he puts it right on the money every single time.
Well, he absolutely does. And I couldn't see who brought in that slant for him. The Hallsville extending their lead on 3rd and long. They took a shot on the slant to the end zone and delivered. Makes it 48-36, and they're going to try for the 2-point conversion to make it a 14-point lead.
This Matheny kid's a real deal, man.
Yeah, he got in there, was patient, look through his options, because I'm not positive that was his first read.
No. And the fact that he's reading multiple ones is awesome.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for the slant again. Instead, he throws it out in the flat. Nichols making a man miss. And the second, diving forward. My goodness, Colton Nichols has done it all tonight as he single-handedly converts the 2-point conversion and extends this lead out to 14 with 2:27 to go in the game. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
PenMax Staffing has immediate job openings with long-term potential. They have excellent opportunities in Versailles, Eldon, California, and the entire Lake area. Apply online at penmac.com or call 573-392-8383 to set up an appointment for an interview. That's PENMAC.com or 573-392-8383 to apply. PenMac provides free help finding a job. Apply today and go to work right away. Your one application will find you multiple possibilities.
They often say that you cannot look at a final score and tell how a game went. You have to actually watch the game through to know. And I think that is a true story here tonight because the Mustangs started out down by 2 scores, battled back. And, I mean, this has been a game of a play here or a play there, and it could be completely different right now.
Yeah. You can't really say because they scored 50 Hallsville that Eldon did a bad job on defense. They made pinpoint accurate throws all night long on the slants.
Oh, yeah.
The screen plays, the kids were just, they're fast, they're athletic. Eldon did a great job. It's just this Hallsville team, they're for real, man.
I mean, I will say this is one of the best groups of skill players that I've seen in a long time that Hallsville has out here.
This is some of the best quarterback play passing game I've seen at high school level in a long time.
Honestly, I mean this as a compliment. This is like a Blair Oaks-esque offense.
Yes, without a doubt.
And a squib caught by the Mustangs. Fair catch called for, or player given up, however you want to say it, at the 35-yard line. Mustangs, they got to score fast and find a way to recover a kick. So I joked earlier we might see 90 points. We're at 86 points right now.
You are the great prognosticator.
I've been called a lot worse.
Me too.
Oh, goodness. I'm more happy because, knock on wood, I don't think I've broke anything on mosportszone.com tonight.
No, it's I haven't heard any, hey, this isn't working, I apologize.
No, and shout out to our cameraman, Aiden. He's been doing an excellent job getting some great shots all night long.
Aiden is the man.
Making us look good. So, Eldon, they need to score fast. Find a way to get the ball back, too. They're going to go wide receivers, trips to the left. Hessen, the shotgun, Rye to his left. Takes the snap, rolls to his right, sets his feet, looks back left. It's going to be he's looking for a little screen pass there, trying to go to the receiver, that being Michael Rugen. But the pass a little low, Rugen couldn't bring it in. You're not hurt by that. Burned a couple seconds and stop the clock. Eldon's that team that if you want to look at their record after this game and be like, oh, we just got Eldon, you can. But you're doing that at your own jeopardy.
Yeah.
We'll next see Eldon. Well, I've got a schedule here somewhere. At Blair Oaks. Not next week, but the week following. Hess drops back in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Steps into one. Throws a dart ahead near midfield at about the 47. That's going to be enough for a first down. I think that's going to be a late hit or a face mask one. There were 3 Hallsville players around, 1 Eldon receiver, and a flag came out. So the clock will stop. If you're the Hallsville coaching staff, this is the last thing you want to see out of your players.
I want that.
We'll see what the penalty is. Yeah, it's going to be another personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it is a face mask. Boy, we've seen a lot of those.
Well, they've been calling that a lot more this season. That was a little bit of an emphasis right there.
So Serdike Yamaha first down, moves the chains for the Mustangs. That'll advance them up to the 38-yard line of Hallsville, 2:19 to go. So you're still going to have to recover something, but you're helping your case here. 2 wide receivers to the left. Hess takes the snap, drops back, quick throw right to the middle, catches him on a slant at the 25. Hallsville trying to strip it, but a good job holding on to the ball down to the 22-yard line. Clock will stop while the chains move. That is Evan Beelan with the reception. Eldon up to the 22, quickly set back at the line. Clock winds at 2:04. Just under 2 minutes to play now. Hess takes the snap, drops back, quick throw to the outside, caught near the sideline. Fakes, moving inside. Mustangs turning, trying to get to the sideline. He won't get there, though. That clock's going to keep on moving. Evan Beelan caught it, but he wanted to cut back inside. I know that's your reaction. You got to get out of bounds.
You got to just take it out.
Because even if Eldon can recover an onside kick, they're going to need time to get downfield. Hess, quick snap. Going back to Beanland, and he's brought down in bounds again. A good open field tackle by Hallsville. Game clock now down to 1:30. 50-36, Hallsville with the lead. Eldon inside the Crown Power Case IH red zone at the 14-yard line. 3rd and short. Hess takes the snap, handoff right up the middle. Rye following the tackle. He's got a little space, stretches out into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Rye with some good blocking up front, made a hole as he trots into the end zone. 93 combined points we have seen this evening. If you love offense, this is your kind of game. If you love defense, you left at halftime.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs going to go for 2. They trail by 7. They're going to split 2 wide receivers out to the right. Hess in the shotgun. Rye to his right. Hess takes the snap, hands it off to Rye, runs to the left. Hallsville gets there, stands him up. A good job by the Hallsville defense. But at the end of the day, it matters, but not all that much. 7-point game. Mustangs have to kick this off. This is what it's going to be. Can they recover another? We saw them line drive one off a player's leg earlier.
Yeah.
How accurate's your kicker? Can you tell him to do that again?
Well, you're going to have a good kick, and you got to hope that those Hallsville kids that know what's coming are sitting there thinking about it and getting nervous.
We saw Eldon try an onside kick earlier, and it went 8 yards.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that well and be like, kick it just a smidge harder?
If I'm Hallsville, hands team is out there right now. The best hands on this team, get out there.
Does
Just
Eldon
recovered.
have a miracle in them? I want to see Eldon get this football just to see how this game ends.
Man, every time we think Eldon's dead, it's resurrection time for them. Every single time they find a way.
Somehow you are more scared of Eldon when you're leading them.
They were down 10 or something with 3 minutes left to Owensville.
Yeah. And we're that close.
And it was just like this. It was something just like this. They find a way, man. That team is going to be tough in districts. I don't care, because they are gritty. Win or lose this game, that team they are getting tested under fire, and they're tough. They don't quit.
So this is it. If Eldon cannot recover this kick, they do not have the ability to stop the clock, and this will be the end of the ball game. However, if they can get their hands on it, they'll have a minute, 10 minutes, 12, however long it takes to recover the ball to get down the field. What is your best onside? And I just saw Hess whisper something to the ref. He held the football up to cover his mouth, and he just said something to the official before he placed it. I don't know what they've got, but there's some trickery. I bet they go fast here. He walks back to the huddle. The ball is set. Hallsville's got the whole hands team up at the line ready to go. Hess turned around talking. They're discussing the weather, the play call. Now they're going to spread out. They are going to set this thing up, and Hess is going to real casually stand behind the ball. No run-up necessary. Now he's going to take a few steps back. Boy, Hallsville has 10 kids up at the line, the whole hands team. And here comes the onside kick. It is pooched right to the middle, bobbled around, but a good job by Hallsville. He put a bullet on, and it went right into the hands of a player who is not on my roster for Hallsville.
What is that, number 20?
Oh, was it 20? I thought it was 12.
22, number 22.
Okay, he is on my roster. That was Gabe Jenkins, a freshman.
Nice job, freshman. That's big right there. That's pressure.
He just sealed the game for Hallsville is what he did.
Coach is over there giving him some love right now.
That is a tough break. I see what Eldon was going for. Line drive it into a freshman, hope it pops loose and you can recover. But now Hallsville will go to the victory formation. It was a battle tonight, but Hallsville going to walk out of this one with the win.
Well, we've continued a great streak of games, Colton. This has been a true pleasure this year.
Boy, you're not wrong at all. I'm telling you, if you want a good game, you just come with us.
You hang out with us, man. All the good stuff goes our way.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of excited to see Eldon and Blair Oaks later on because people are giving Blair Oaks a game this year suddenly.
Blair Oaks seems to be a slow starting first half team. The second half they pick it up. They seem like they're pretty good in the third quarter, but I would like to see this Hallsville team play Blair Oaks.
Boy, I think that'd be something. And Hallsville once again just going to take a couple more knees here, one more knee, and put this thing away. This fourth quarter has been brought to you by Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company. And like I said, a tough break for the Eldon Mustangs. They came into this one 2-2. They will fall to 2-3 as they fall to Hallsville 50-42. We'll come back with your post-game show in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes have been a part of the Lake area. They've seen the communities grow, they've seen the communities change, but one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping the schools a source of pride for the area. And to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically, you are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie and Kidwell Granite Works.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Back here with the Shed post-game show. Eldon falls to Hallsville. A 50-43 in an absolute back-and-forth contest. Jason, I know it's tough after a loss, but if you're the Mustangs, there's a lot of positives you can take from that game.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as, a good loss or, a moral victory, I don't believe, if you're Eldon. I know their coaches don't believe in that stuff, but if you're Eldon, you played a great team. You battled. You were down. You came back, and that tells you a lot about your football team right there. That means you're going to be fine when you get to districts. You're going to be. It doesn't matter who you play. You don't care. You're not going to back off. And this Eldon team, they don't care who they play. I mean, they'll stand up to you. You may beat. If you win, you're going to have to almost beat them to death to put them down. They just keep coming back. So, yeah, it's a loss, but I mean, take it with what it is. I mean, it's a loss that will help you in districts.
I completely agree, and thoughts and prayers go out to Andrew Bainland. Hopefully it's a quick heal for whatever it was, whatever went wrong there. Hated to see him exit the game.
Yeah, and I think I don't know what offensive lineman they lost there at the end, but he never came back either.
No,
and he was hurting over on that sideline. I'm not sure who that kid is, but hopefully he's okay too.
Eldon a little bruised up by the end of this one. Excuse me, it's been a long day. We do, though, have an MVP and a play of the game. The MVP brought to you by our friends at Divine Realty, powered by EXP, and kind of talked about it over the break. When Beeman went down, someone had to step in, and Rye did a phenomenal job of that. And it's kind of tough when you're the guy coming off the bench. You never know when your number is going to get called. You never know how many carries you're going to get a game or what's going to happen. And when you come in a situation like this and make the plays he did, I think it's safe to say that he earned the MVP of the game today.
I think he's the man, and I will add to that. It doesn't happen without that great Eldon offensive line either, because they wore these Hallsville kids down, and they were caving those sides of the lines down every time they ran. Right, he did a great job of filling. You have Hardy, who you depend on, who's a tough kid, and if he's not playing very much at all, he's got to be hurt, because that's a tough kid. Beelan goes out after what he was doing, and Rice steps in, and he got some good yards, man.
No, he absolutely did, and scored a couple times to go with it. So he is our Divine Realty, powered by EXP, MVP of the game and the play of the game. Como Connect play of the game, Chip Thunder's favorite moment. That has to be that onside kick at the start of the second half, a line drive off the Hallsville player that bounced right back that Eldon was able to recover, and it just really seems like that's when they got all their momentum back.
Yeah, football is a game of momentum. We've said that a million times, but people that still don't understand, man, I don't know what to tell you. It is a true game of momentum, and that play did something. Yeah. You could feel it in this whole stadium, and Eldon was back. They had a shot. You could just feel it. They took the lead, and it was a great job by Eldon.
No, I couldn't agree more. So, once again, tough break for the Mustangs. They lose by a mere 7 points in what was an absolute battle. A very talented Hallsville team, who I think is going to have a few things to say about their conference and district. But looking ahead, we will be back next Friday as Versailles travels to Clinton. Versailles picking up a much-needed win tonight over in Cole Camp, their second win of the year, and they're still looking for their first conference win in this new conference, and a chance to do that next week at Clinton. Tomorrow.
Clinton's not in it yet. They almost were. They're
my bad. My bad. That's right. So it'll be.
I forgot too. Yeah.
So Versailles at Clinton coming up next Friday. Then we'll be back with the Mustangs the week after that as they travel to Blair Oaks. Blair Oaks always a very, very talented squad up there, but who knows? Maybe this year Eldon has something to say about Blair Oaks. And then we'll be back with Eldon again the week after as they face California. California and Osage just had a battle tonight. So a lot of good football left this season. We're already midway through the season. It's kind of flown right by.
My Lord, it is, isn't it? We are at the halfway point, aren't we?
Yeah. And reminder, Mizzou football on the radio tomorrow. Big game for the Tigers as they are 3-0 playing host, I guess technically playing host to Memphis, who is also 3-0. That game going to be played at the Dome up in St. Louis since, they can't do anything else there anymore since there's no sports team. So
home of the Battlehawks.
I'm sorry, I cannot disrespect the Battlehawks. They actually have a very good fan base.
Man. They have a great fan base.
Yeah, they get after it up there. So Mizzou at the home of the Battlehawks tomorrow.
They love the Battlehawks out of their anger for the Rams.
Love it. Pre-game 4:30, kickoff at 6:30, and then the Kansas City Chiefs in action on Sunday. A reminder, that is an afternoon game, 3:25, as they host what is left of the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure who's on the field. I'm not positive the defensive coordinator isn't being investigated by the FBI right now.
Yeah,
that's
a drama in Chicago, man.
And it's the first time in NFL history that a quarterback with the winningest percentage in the history of the game has played a quarterback with the losingest. I don't know if that's a real word, but losingest percentage.
Wow, I never heard that stat.
Yeah, Justin Fields has a 180 win percentage. Patrick Mahomes is just shy of 800.
That's definitely a spread.
Yeah, so that scares me, though. Those big spreads are usually bad for the Chiefs. We played the Colts last year in a similar situation, so I hope the Chiefs are ready. But, Jason, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
No, just, a tough loss for Eldon, but I think they'll be all right. I think they're going to keep plugging away, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, just get some guys healed up, get ready to go, and be back and ready to do it again next week. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate Aiden on the camera. Mark back at the studio. He's Jason. I'm Colton, and this has been another presentation of KS95 Sports. Good night.
You've been listening to high school football on KS95. Tonight's game was brought to you by Hewlett Automotive in Camdenton, Winter Shelton Real Estate, Lake Regional Health System, Lowe's Home Improvement, H&R Block in Versailles, the Osage Beach Hy-Vee,